All right, I am live on my end. Yeah, yeah.
A legacy breakdown between Goblins and Maverick. Hello, Goblin Lucky.
Hello, Dukes.
How you going?
I'm doing all right. Early in the morning. This is the earliest I've woken up to play Legacy.
Yeah, of course.
Been a while.
So looking at about 8:40 a.m. for you and about 11:40 p.m. for me, which is definitely Legacy in a nutshell, bringing out the best in two players just wanting to play some pretty great Magic.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. So let's get straight into it. How did you get into Legacy, and how did you get on Goblins?
So I started getting into Legacy. Well, I kind of got into Goblins because I don't know. It's hard to say which one led me to which, because I wanted to play Legacy because I wasn't really interested in Modern. I got into Legacy because I owned like 2 Aether Vials from PAX as a kid, and a couple of War Chiefs and an Onslaught Pile Driver. I was like, I want to play these cards, and because I knew Legacy Goblins was a pretty cheap Legacy deck, and I didn't want to buy reserve list stuff because I was still in college and didn't have any money. Also, still don't really have money, but you know what I mean. So I slowly picked up the pieces for Goblins, and I first started really playing when I was abroad, the 3rd year of college, and my first real match of Paper Legacy when I didn't have Cavern Souls, I didn't have ports, I had Ghost Quarters, my list was a mess. When this was in port was like $90 or $100 or $120 or whatever.
Okay.
So port was firmly out of reach at that time. So I was still really putting the pieces together. And I started playing with Maverick. And I remember the match was truly insane.
There's definitely a lot to it.
It went
a very inch by inch matchup.
Yeah, it went forever. It ended up with I don't know, 15 Krenko tokens, and then my rich list is garbage. Yeah, totally. I mean, because I had no experience with a metagame. That was because my first competitive Magic experience is with Legacy. I haven't played any other format really.
Oh wow! Okay, straight into Legacy.
Yeah, I played kitchen table Magic for 15 years, ever since I was 4 or 5 years old, and then I never touched a format. And then my roommate in college was a Modern player, and we were doing powerful casual decks with band cards. So it was blue black artifact ninjas, but with Skull Clamp and Soul Ring.
That does not sound fun.
So is that against Birthing Pod or Treasure Cruise Blue Red Delver?
Okay.
So or Cruel Control with actual Counterspell and Brainstorm.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay. That's pretty sweet.
That was a lot of fun. But I wanted to get into an actual format a bit more. So Legacy is what I went with, and I kind of picked up Goblins and kind of became obsessed with it, which leads me to today.
Yeah, cool. No, that's awesome.
What about you?
I think just one last thing on Goblins is that I think that when Deathrite Shaman was banned, a lot of people thought that Goblins was going to come out of the cave that it's been in for a few months or even years, in fact. But how did you kind of find the sort of post Deathrite Shaman?
I found it a relief player, because my whole experience with Goblins has been during Deathrite, so I don't have any of the built up resentment that a lot of Goblins pilots have. It's Goblins was good. I remember when it was good. And I was I've never experienced this. What are you talking about? So when Deathrite got banned, I was wait, hold on. Lackey connects more than 30% of the time? That's incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
And initially, right after the bans, my win rate was insane, because people were just not ready to the lists that people were playing at the beginning were just not ready for turn 1 Lackey. I Lackeyed out a lot of CGN commanders. It's a little bit tougher now just because there's so much combo, especially on Moto.
Yes.
My most common opponents are Storm, and Blackwood Reanimator, which
Okay.
is not fun. It's not fun at all.
Yeah, you don't even have Caracas.
No, I've played one sometimes. It just does like a one of, but
yeah, cool.
Yeah, so Moto's pretty hostile to goblins, but you know, thankfully there's been an uptick in Delver, which is quite a good matchup. And Miracles is popular, D&T is popular, and now that I've stopped losing D&T to myself, that matchup feels a lot better.
Yes, yeah, for sure. No, I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, but I'm 0-5 against Maverick, so we'll see if that's variance or if the matchup is actually bad.
Okay, interesting. Nice. A little bit about me and where I came from. So I kind of did the whole traditional standard Modern Legacy. I played a deck called Green White Hate Bears in Modern, which is like a deck that takes advantage of the synergy between Leonin Arbiter and Ghost Quarter. And then from there, I found out that there was sort of a Hate Bears Death and Taxes deck in Legacy that I started playing, and I loved it. But one of the first interactions with the deck was playing a Stoneforge on turn 2, and then playing a Stoneforge maybe turn 3 or 4 into my own Arbiter, and finding out that, of course, Arbiter just didn't even belong in the deck. And the whole time I was just like thinking I got to play this sweet card in Legacy. But I definitely played D&T for a long time. Very cool deck. For one color, it definitely has a lot to it, which I love. But yeah, moved to Maverick because I had sort of that green-white love, and to have something like Noble Hierarch's pretty awesome. And then really made the big switch or commitment towards it when Deathrite was banned, because Maverick was one of the last standing decks that actually had access to it turn 1 Dork, outside of Elves or maybe Infect, which seemed pretty powerful. And then, of course, it had sort of the same Hate Bear effects to it, and Mana Denial through Wasteland, but then also seemed a bit more powerful with Green Sun Zenith and the ability to have sort of 1 Silver Bullet in the deck, but access to 5 copies.
Right. So we're both very much toolbox decks. Like, I've got 4 Goblin Matrons, you've got 4 Green Sun Zeniths.
Yes. And Ringleader.
And Ringleader, yeah. Ringleader's the house, right?
Yeah, really cool.
So,
but I've played the matchup a few times, and I think I've definitely felt favored compared to D&T, especially with that ability to put like a 4/4 Knight onto the field on turn 2.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk about it. Like, what do you think our optimal openers are for our respective lists?
Yeah, so I think a Mana Dork is a really nice start. But it really depends on the draw as well. I don't want to start with a Mana Dork if you're playing a turn 1 Lackey.
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe if I have a Mum, there's always that thought of, do I play the Mum and just chump block? Do I play the Mum, let them put something in, and then hope that the Mum...
Don't do that.
Yeah.
You trade with the Mother of Runes 100% of the time.
Yes, it's definitely not something that I consider too wisely. But yeah, I think just the bigger creatures always help.
Yeah.
Port's good, but of course, if I have access to Mana Dorks and of course Knight, it doesn't hurt me too much. I think the big advantage that Goblins has is that you have Aether Vial.
Yeah, I think I'm trying to when I'm thinking about what is my best draw, it's really dependent on whether or not I think you have a source of plowshares, because turn 1 Lackey on the play is actually very threatening to you if you don't have a plow. Yeah.
No, definitely. Turn 1 Lucky can be pretty bad and can actually really manipulate how well I judge a hand.
Yeah.
Because if I have a great 7, I don't have an answer to a turn 1 Lucky on the draw, it's probably going back, and I'm probably going to base my opening a lot on, does he have a turn 1 Lucky?
Right. So if I don't think you have plow, turn 1 Lackey, my ideal hand is turn 1 Lackey, 3 lands, a Jump Home Incinerator, and a Siege Gang Commander or something, or a Krenko in my case here. I don't have a Siege Gang in my main deck.
Yep.
Because Krenko is just insane against Maverick, right?
Yeah. Would you say there's any decks where you would start on a turn 1 Vial over a Lackey if you have?
Actually, most decks I start on turn 1 Vial.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, any Vial deck is pretty happy to have a turn 1 Vial.
Yeah. My generic optimal start is turn 1 Vial into turn 2 Port with a 1-drop is the best thing.
Yes.
But it's just a lot more stable than turn 1 Lackey, because if they plow your turn 1 Lackey, then you're well, I'm either not doing anything for a couple of turns, which is really bad, or I'm doing something that's mana inefficient, like playing a turn 2 Vial or something.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So
one big thing that I find kind of similar with Mum is that if you do have a turn 1 Vial untap to get up to 1, play a port, do you let them have the mana and then try to tap them off mana in their second main phase? They can't have a removal spell for the Lackey, or do you just go for the upkeep, tap down your mana, and then if you have a removal spell, you have a removal spell?
I mostly go to tap down the mana because there's a lot of 2-drops that matter that block Lackey, mostly Stoneforge Mystic.
Stoneforge, yeah. The next 1/2 to maybe probably not be banned.
Yeah. So I got a question in my chat. Just wondering if you have a Vial and a Lackey and you're an opener and you're on the play against a known matchup like Maverick, what do I start with? I think it depends on the context of my hand. It depends on how functional the hand is without a Lackey connection. If it's dependent upon the Lackey connection, I'll lead on the Vial because I don't want to like base my whole game on being like, oh, let's hope this Lackey gets there.
Yeah, definitely.
But if I have like lands and actual follow-up, then I might try the Lackey. It depends on whether or not I have something really good to put in. So
yeah, I think Vial just makes your hand. Like if you're holding lands, I don't know that. If you have a Vial on 2, I'm just going to be
right,
kind of scared the whole time playing around it.
Yeah. All right, you want to hop in the game here and get started? You're playing the green, white, black, the junk one to start with.
The junk variant.
The junk variant.
Yeah. So no main deck cards. I don't believe. Taking up the black, mainly just for sideboard options.
Okay. So that sideboard is quite good against me because you got the probably 2 Zealous Persecutions, right?
Yeah, Zealous is the big one.
Yeah.
I have actually been playing a Blessed Alliance over the second Path in the board, mainly as a consideration for Chalice decks, and also against... I've been seeing a lot of Archetype of Endurance in Reanimator, and I can't deal with that. I don't play Council's Judgment, so Blessed Alliance is really my only out, other than maybe having like a Mum that can block, but yeah, it's pretty poor. So very keen to see how this goes.
Yeah.
This should be pretty fun.
It's too bad we had to restart the match because my opening hand was fire.
This hand is great.
My hand's pretty strong too, so I'll happily keep this.
Okay. Good luck, sir.
Oh, good luck. Just got the turn 1 Vial.
Iron Mace Vial. Nice. Okay.
The great thing about Goblins, you got the F6 value. Not a lot of holding up, stuff in the early turns.
So I think I want to keep this for something later on because we do have a turn 1 in this. I don't want to get Wastelanded, so I'm pretty happy to play this Windswept Heath and actually just fetch up a basic Plains here and then cast this Mother of Venus.
Okay, that's pretty good. Turn Mom is definitely what I'm scared of a lot of the time. Something that I've noticed is ever since I stopped playing Tarfire because Tarfire is bad. I have been more vulnerable to a turn 1 Mom.
Yeah, definitely. Like this maybe even might force you to activate the Vial, put in like a Lackey, and then Gem Palm Incinerate.
Well, I'd love to
on your turn.
I would love to do that. But yeah, the Creator Maker is a little slow at dealing with Mom.
Yes. Let's go for this, and then I think I want this to deal with the Vial, perhaps. Or maybe even get another one of these. So I'm just going to pass turn.
Interesting. Okay.
Ooh.
So I had the option there of turn 1 Lackey. I'm just going to fetch.
Yeah, or Vial.
Or Vial, and I went with the Vial, and it might have worked out better for me to lead on Lackey there. Not sure. Okay, that's pretty good. Interesting. I don't know why. Okay.
Creator Maker. Sure.
Okay.
So what I can do here, this may not be the correct play, but we will go to block.
Mm-hmm.
We'll block here. And then before damage, we're going to go to Swords, the Crater Maker.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty good. I probably should have guessed that. I also I don't know why I played the Crater Maker with mana, I just wasn't thinking. Instead of using the Vial.
Oh, of course, because the Vial, yeah.
Yeah, I just kind of brain farted. Well, now I get 2 for 1. So that was a really bad attack. So there's not really a point in using the mana to pop it, because you just give it per red and that's fine. So I'll just do this and be sad.
I'm going to tap the mom and give per red till end of turn.
Yeah. So I played that really bad, so that's probably why I lose a lot.
Well, I definitely needed the
plow, but I should have had the read on the plow there, to be honest. Yeah, no,
okay.
Night. Yeah.
I mean, you're pretty quick as well to know that you should have put it in through the Vial, or maybe that's like the more optimal play. But...
I mean, I was kind of hoping I would psych you out and make you think I had another 2-drop, and maybe that'd make you play a little differently, but...
Yeah, no, definitely.
But that definitely didn't work. So now my board is empty.
That's the thing as well, though. Like, Goblins has so many good 3 and 4 drops that
yeah.
Now you're getting the actual mana. You've actually made your 4 drops, and you have Vial on 3. That's pretty scary.
Yeah.
Just a quick shout out to Jacob with the 4-month subscription. Thank you very much.
So
very cool to see you here.
So I'm definitely getting punished for my misplay there, because I think I would be able to wipe your board otherwise.
Yuck.
Well, I guess we just get started with this here.
Nice. Marshall's pretty good.
And this
Matron. Wow, okay. See, this is like Goblins in a nutshell, just going from nothing to 4 creatures in 1 turn with 3 mana.
Right. So the problem is I'm out of cards. So I think I need to get a Ringleader here, and then try to kind of go nuts next turn.
Nice.
So if I had left the Crater Maker and the Lackey in play, and so end step I would pop the Crater Maker to deal 2 damage to Mom, so you'd have to tap it, and then I would War Chief, or I'd go War Marshal, Matron, get Gem Palm, kill the Knight.
Yeah, nice. That's really nice as well.
So
I kind of think this is probably the...
I had the read on the plow there, but I just assumed that it would go after the Lackey instead of the Crater Maker, which is like classic. I woke up 30-minute play. I woke up 30 minutes ago.
I've definitely been there before. We're going to play this because, of course, it gives us access to 2 mana currently, so we can use it to play the Chite.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Naturally have Chite. That's like honestly really annoying.
No, I can definitely understand that. We'll go to attacks for sure. There's no point keeping this Knight back.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll just jump with the War Marshal and be sad about it.
I think it's worth keeping the Jit counters for now, as much as giving Eli access to haste and cheaper goblins. I think there might be better targets for these neg 1, so I'm just going to actually pass here. Definitely in a comfortable position.
So we're on Hope Ringleader does something special, so we're going to just take that up. And I think I'm supposed to vial this in my upkeep. No, I forgot. I didn't have the stuff on, so can't do that.
Ringlet is pretty good.
Okay. Those weren't great. Because I didn't find any removal. So we're gonna play our boy, our Krenzo.
Interesting. Okay, let's read this. So, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you get to choose one. Goad target creature that player controls? What does goad mean?
It forces it to attack me.
Oh, cool, okay. Exile the top card of that player's library until end of turn, you may cast that card. Wow, okay. That is going to resolve.
Alright, I'm just going to go to attacks here. I think we're just swinging with the team. Because I guess you can give something with 2 toughness, -1/-1, and then eat it with the mom. So maybe I'll hold back the war chief. Yeah.
So I think here I'm happy to go to blocks. I don't think there's a big difference between the Matron, the Ringleader, and the 2 1/1 tokens currently. I think I'm just going to block the Matron.
Okay.
And then before damage,
I got a plow.
swords the Grenzo.
Another plow is rough.
Yeah, definitely. And then we'll give Mum Pro red until end of turn.
So this mom's kind of destroying me with 2 plows, so I'm pretty behind here. So we're gonna prowl New York squad.
Earwig.
See what we can take.
Wow. Okay. Interesting to see. I definitely have 3 cards that I think would be up there. I think maybe like the 2 other swords and the Sword of Fire and Ice.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going for. Just so you don't have any removal spells left.
Yeah, definitely. Outside of this Jitte, which of course is doing a lot of work right now, which is
right.
nice.
So I'm gonna take the sword. So Stoneforge becomes a pretty bad draw. I might actually take more threats for you because that's what I'm actually scared of. Like I can deal with more source.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like Source Splashes on this board is not doing much. I mean, at
Right.
most I'm getting rid of a 5/3, and you still have a lot of power.
So I think I'm going after. I think I want to like reduce your toolbox a bit more. So I'm thinking take Sophie and then like Tracker and Scooze.
Nice. Yeah, cool. No, those are great targets. Okay. We're definitely happy to play this. My opponent's at 22, I'm at 15. Of course, I can see what they've taken, the sword, the tracker, the scavenging ooze. I think I'm right for mana, and my opponent, wasting my opponent doesn't do much. The attack with the knight definitely does a lot more.
Yeah.
So I think I might even... Green Suns for 2.
Are you getting Pride Mage?
I think I'm going to get Scrib Ranger.
Oh, okay.
Scrib Ranger with both Knight and Mum is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, I might not be able to beat that.
So we'll definitely go to attacks.
Yeah, I think my early misplay that game, and like that like turn 2, I think might just straight up cost me this game. So I don't have any blocks here.
Yeah, especially in a creature-based matchup where...
I mean, I just got two formed really early for no reason. I just wasn't thinking.
Yeah. So we might as well use the Fairy in our turn. So we'll untap the Knight, returning probably the Savannah because they can interact it with the Wasteland in their turn.
Mm-hmm.
Do we care about the Wasteland? I think the Cradle's actually pretty good right now. We're gonna.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Ghost
go to
got it,
basic. All right. I need something. Really
Unfortunately,
good.
script. Yeah, something like a ringleader. Or
Yeah, ringleader
would be really nice. Or even Trashmaster itself.
Yeah, Trashmaster would be really good, but can't really find it. I feel pretty dead. I don't think I can win from here, honestly. I have to use draw Matron, and then to kill the Jite, and then something.
Doesn't matter. I drew a prelate, and I don't think main deck there's any cards that I have to worry about.
I have 3 more other vials, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, I think Tough Eye has definitely been out of consideration for a little while. I think if anything, it's something like Pyrokinesis in the sideboard for 6.
Yep.
It's probably the
Yeah.
main.
Yeah. So if I play this right and I can kill the initial knight, I probably in a pretty good situation this game.
Yeah, for sure. Especially with killing the mum. The mum's done so much work this game.
Yeah.
Especially now with the Script Ranger, I get to each turn untap the knight with the Jide, and it's just so big.
Yeah. Like without knight or without mom, I could theoretically jump incinerate it, but Jite obviously eats my board at this point. So need to draw something this turn or I'm dead. No, that's not something. All right, I can concede. I drew another War Marshal. No, the Matron's next turn. Brutal. All right, let's just resubmit. So we do another game 1.
Yeah, nice. So yeah, there really it's a case of me having an opener with mum and double swords.
Yeah.
And then just having a nice amount of creatures.
Yeah. This hand. Seems potentially sketchy, but I think there's a card that makes it keepable. There's 2 cards that makes it keepable. Anyway, so I lost game 1 because I played like a donkey, like really, really bad. Because if I had filed in that Crater Maker, I would have been able to kill the mom when it went to pro red to protect itself against the lackey.
Definitely.
And then we've been
this hand's a mull.
Okay.
So Noble Hierarch Thalia, 3 mums, a Green Sun Zenith, and a Cradle.
Oh, nice.
Even if the Cradle, yeah, it's always rough because like if the Cradle is a
actual
say a Savannah, it's still a very X1 hand that just gets completely blown out by Chain Whirler unless I'm lucky with hitting some mums online first. But
yeah,
that's not going to happen. This hand's actually pretty nice. We're going to keep this 6. This is definitely going to the top.
Okay. All right. Well,
Stronghold, love it.
I love some Stronghold.
Yes.
I introduced that to Goblins as a way to beat Grace's Control because they can hit you all they want, but they can't mess with the top of your deck, right?
Yeah, that's very true. I love that.
And Recursive Siege Gang Commander is pretty sick.
So respecting Wasteland here, happy to get the Forest and go for a turn 1 Noble Hierarch.
So the draw I'm looking for the most is like Mountain. Okay, that's not Mountain, so I'm gonna pass the turn.
Interesting. So we can definitely fetch here just for planes. Especially game 1, we don't really care about getting black sources, which is nice.
Yeah. Nice job, done it. Third place. Legacy tournament. Knight of Autumn. Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was the card on top.
That was like the best thing possible. because I'm very dependent on the spile.
Sketch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so especially seeing that he's missed a land drop and he doesn't have access to red other than Scourge Prospector,
Yeah.
going for that instead of a 2-drop and leaving up a mana is.
Alright, well, I drew a land, so I'm not just like completely dead. So that's nice, I guess.
Nice.
First play. Oh, third legacy win in a row. That's sick. All right, so here, I think I want to mess with your mana a bit since you messed with mine. So we're gonna use your Prospector. We're gonna jump home incinerate that Noble Hierarch.
Nice. Yeah, it's gonna resolve. Can't save that. The one thing that I do love about a turn 1 Stronghold or a turn 1, mainly just like a turn 1 Stronghold or a port, I guess, into a Vial is that you know that Chain Whirler is most likely not going to get on turn 3.
Yeah.
So you have some time, like a turn 2 Mum isn't too late, which is pretty nice.
Prospector can jam it out pretty quick, though.
Yeah, for sure. What do we want to do here? I think we want to play Ranger.
Okay.
And then just get this forest back. And play Noble Hierarch.
Okay. A little Quirion Ranger action right there.
Yeah, if they want to trade with this
can.
night because of Exalted, they can, but
yeah,
I think they probably
not about that.
want their mana a lot more, yeah. Especially seeing that for actual red mana, the Scourge Prospector is everything right now.
Right.
Which...
So basically just need to draw mana here. Okay. Yeah, that's the mana. So I've got a couple choices here. I gotta So the main choice is whether or not I fetch a Badlands or not to turn the Stronghold on. Like, I don't want to get wasted off my only red source besides my Prospector, but Stronghold is potentially useful. Yeah, that's the line I'm contemplating as well. In which case I'll probably get Mountain, so I don't get Wastelanded out.
Nice. Because I assume with the fetches and the black source, you have a Badlands in the deck.
Yeah, I have 2 Badlands.
Okay.
So I think we're going Matron.
Nice.
And so I can sack my board to kill your board and leave me with a Chain Whirler.
Yeah, you can.
Which I kind of like. It's greedy, but
you'd be up on a land and up on
a big creature. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. That seems like it sucks to lose my Prospector. I wish I had one more creature so that Prospector would stick around, but like
that's for sure. Especially because you've seen me miss a land drop and play that Noble Hierarch.
Yeah.
I might be actually really wanting it to survive to get to 3 mana.
Yeah. Stoneforge.
I think we're just green sending for 1 again.
Okay.
Just to go and get a Hierarch.
Okay, so you're really pinned on mana, huh? So land is what I'm looking for still. Oh, you gotta pass another step.
Oh, sorry, there we go.
Right.
Nice.
So I guess I'll just attack first.
Nice. No blockers for a while with this hand, especially with the first strike and 3 power.
Yeah, Chain Whirl's pretty hard to block.
Yeah, definitely.
So given that you're so pinned on mana, I'm not in love with this use, but I think I'm just gonna Crater Maker that Noble Hierarch.
Still, yeah, no, definitely, especially because you've just kept wiping my abilities to get there. That really doesn't do much, but it does get something out of the deck, so it does thin it a little bit, and it is a play that I'm happy with at the moment because it does get me something that I can actually play with. I think it's gonna be Jet, just because next turn I can cast it if all else fails.
Yeah.
And dealing 2 damage right now isn't that much of a superiority with this sword.
Yeah. All right, so we're leading the ring, hoping it gets us something good.
Nice.
Cranko Lackey. Okay.
Cranko.
So we're getting for 5.
And it looks here. Yeah, my life total's really getting low. I'm going to just start really using it a little bit better. That's not going to cut it. Not too much I can do here. I don't want to really play either of these in case I draw into cards that this turns off. And of course this card turns off as well. They don't block that well either. I think I'm more happy keeping up this and also Stoneforge. So we'll just pass back.
All right. Okay. That's pretty good. You gotta pass there. Alright, so here we're gonna play our boy Grenzo.
Yes.
Get some attacks in. Bulioid, thank you for the follow. And Lonnie, missed that, sorry. So it's gonna get plowed.
I think we got a swords there.
Yeah, okay.
The chain wall here. Especially with, I had the other Grenzo in mind. Multiple boss. Right. We can't really block here. That's not really a favorable block. So.
All right, let's hope I get some kind of sick. Scrubland. Okay, well, at least you're not hitting your lands anymore.
That's fair.
And I think I'm just gonna pass instead of playing my Lackey. I think I'd rather Stronghold back something.
Nice. Whew. I think we got to play this out. The first strike is really relevant right now, and we can still put Jit in through Stoneforge Mystic. This also turns on Cradle next turn, so we can actually put in Jit and then use Cradle to equip it to a creature and swing in.
We're gonna Stronghold back my Gem Palm Incinerator because that seems fantastic here.
That's really good.
Yeah,
I kind of forgot about the Stronghold for a bit.
Yeah, Stronghold plus
Yep.
Gem Palm's pretty awesome because you basically still get your draw step. And then you kill a creature. I'm going to kill the Thalia here because it blocks my stuff.
Nice.
Ooh. That's interesting. Oh, we'll attack first.
I think I'll just take it.
Yeah.
I still have at least... I guess I'm just dead next turn in case unless I draw something, or unless I play another creature, because of course you can just put back Crater Maker.
I could goad the
next turn.
Stoneforge to force it to attack. Then you activate it.
Oh, that's very true as well.
But then it's not blocking. So I'm actually gonna do that.
Yeah, nice.
Rarely have goad come into action, but Cresselia Pride Mage. Ooh, that's really good actually. Especially because I can cast it off this Ancient Tomb.
Nice.
If it'll let me. What?
My chat just said, "Have you tried drawing lands?" And I said, "He did. He drew my land."
Oh, okay. No, it doesn't have to
be fair though, I think with my hand, like I do have access to a lot of 2-drops, and I don't think getting hit has really hindered my ability to stop this attack. Like it's still pretty difficult.
All right, now we're just gonna double lackey and hold up.
Nice.
Hold up, my Quasali Pride Mage.
So I think I'm just dead here. I don't have any
Yeah.
great draws. Yeah, that's a knight. I can play Athalia, but of course I'm just gonna concede because
Yeah,
I am dead to even Volvo Stronghold upkeep.
jump on. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you really just saw like the ability of goblins to grind.
Yeah. Also, mana's screwed. Well, I mean, like you had like a bunch of mana to work nice killed all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think your creatures actually did a lot of that as well. It wasn't just me not drawing land; it was you taking the route of actually attacking my mana. And
yeah, the chain whirler was probably most essential there. If you get left with a Scrib Ranger and a Noble Hierarch, you can probably cast everything.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's 3 extra mana return. That's a Lotus.
Yeah, right.
Which is pretty good. But yeah, that's definitely like another thing to think about with your opening hand. Do you have an answer to Lackey, and is this hand just gonna sort of fold to a Chain Whirler?
Yeah, I mean, Prospector won that game for sure. Because if I didn't have Prospector, I probably wouldn't cast like a spell for a long time.
Yeah, see, I actually also had access to, instead of playing the Scrib Ranger, bringing back the Forest and playing the Noble Hierarch, I could have just played the Noble Hierarch and swordsed the Skirk, which looking back is obviously probably the better play. I think I just kind of saw the line of, hey, I can actually build out my board here and then have access to more mana next turn.
Yeah.
But
it didn't work out. Let's do another pre-board and then we'll start doing sideboarding.
Yeah. Right. That sounds awesome. But yeah, this matchup is super fun because you don't have to worry about like a turn 1 show and tell. Or,
right. No pure nonsense. There's a little bit of nonsense, but not like excessive nonsense.
Yeah, exactly. This hand's fine.
My hand's pretty bad. I'm gonna mulligan. It's got 2 lands, but all 3 jobs except for 1 thing. So just pretty slow, especially on the draw.
Yeah, see, in the Salt Mines podcast, Steve talked about how you might keep like a 4 or 5 lander with 2, 3, and 4 drops.
Yeah.
Or how he would.
That happens in some matchups. I don't think this is one of them because if I fall behind on board quickly with like a mom into whatever or hierarch into knight, the onus is on me to put stuff on board quickly.
Yeah.
Against like Miracles or Stoneblade, you might keep the land heavy hands. Okay, this is a little bit better. And I'll keep that on top.
Nice. I'm going to start off with this hierarch because this can of course do more later on.
Yeah.
I'll just pass back. So I believe I've had turn 1 hierarch each game.
Yes.
Except for turn 1 mum on the play.
Yeah.
That's a great draw. I think here I'm just happy to fetch for a basic forest and play this knight.
Oh boy. It's pretty good.
Yeah. So we kept a 1 lander with the noble. We did have access to something else as well, but yeah, to draw that second land was pretty perfect.
Well, so that's gonna get big pretty quick. Again, this kind of misplayed kind of depends on whether or not I think you have a source of pleasures. I think I'm gonna assume that you do. I'm gonna do this.
Nice.
Okay. I could have gone for like a fairly risky play, but
okay, interesting.
Not super interested in that at the moment.
think here I'm happy to float 2, sack this Savannah for a fetch land.
That's another night.
Fetch plains. Play a Ramanap.
Okay.
And then play a land from my graveyard.
That's pretty neat.
Probably then just pass. I think that's fine to hold up the Windswept Teeth. It also shows that I might have swords.
Yeah. Okay.
Ramanap is kind of like my Volrath stronghold of the deck.
Right.
Speaking of.
Yeah. Here I'm just playing my War Chief.
Nice.
And passing.
So right now equipment doesn't really mean much because you can just sack and block, but you can't for a sword. So let's look at the mana here. Play a Verdant. Savannah. That is 5. Play a Stoneforge.
Oh, can you like cradle out a Sophie?
I can cradle out a Sophie, which is pretty nice.
That's pretty insane.
2 mana. I could sack this Savannah.
That's actually really insane.
Yeah. Play a sword. Equip the sword to the Ramanap. Now, of course, I can't block and sack.
Yeah.
So we get to attack for 4 and kill the War Chief.
Yeah, that's probably like GG straight up. Wow, that's a 7 mana. That's 7 mana on turn 4.
Yeah, pretty nuts.
Cradle's kind of a messed up card.
Cradle's undoubtedly the best card in the deck. So I know Reed Duke believes that Cradle is the most powerful card in Legacy. But of course, he plays 4 in Elves, but as a one-of with 4 Knights, it's still pretty good.
I'm pretty boned here. I've drawn my 2 worst cards in the matchup, my 2 Goblin Pile Drivers, so that feels pretty bad.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I assume they're one of the first cards that you take out against sort of Death and Taxes and Maverick?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty atrocious. I was really hoping my War Chief would live, because then I could have...
Crater Maker's an answer for the sword, which is nice.
Yeah, but it doesn't really matter. So you kept a 1-lander, that definitely worked out.
Yeah, definitely. I had the other Green Sun, so at least turn 2 I could have Green Sun for another Mana Dog, or I could have used it turn 1 for a Dried Arbor, but I thought that if I did draw the 3rd land, the Knight would allow me to use this Green Suns later on.
Yeah.
Definitely care about this Full Wrath. Happy just to attack with the Ramanap and keep back the other 2.
Alright, well... I have to... kind of kill my own stuff here to not just lose.
Yeah. Which definitely sucks. Now I get to play 2nd Knight.
Alright, I'm dead.
And then...
Yeah. Yeah, so
I think like even like a Vile start for you there would have been sweet with that sort of hand.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if you couldn't kill my War Chief that turn, I would be able to play Cranko and activate it.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
And then
that's like Cranko, the one that makes 1/1s for how many goblins you control.
Yeah, and it would have haste. So
Yeah, see, especially game one, Maverick has a really hard time against decks that go wide.
Right.
So
Right.
things like Pyromancer, Elves. So if you are doing that with 1/1s, like it's just so bad because even if I'm attacking with a Knight, you block with the 1/1.
Yeah, and then attack back for more. Yeah, the cradle was really nuts.
Yeah, Cradle's insane. I'd love to see some sort of Steel Stompy deck that played Cradle. I remember seeing one from ages ago that played like 4 Cradles, but I'll have to find the list because there's a guy locally who plays Steel Stompy, and I just think that the Cradle's the weirdest thing.
All right, I'll keep this. Be a lot better on the play, but
yeah, I'm happy to keep this hand.
You're on the play.
Oh, ooh. All good. I got a second main phase. Thank you very much.
If I had F6, that would have been pretty awkward.
So we do have a turn 1 Noble Hierarch, but I think getting a Mum online is just a little bit better.
Alright, that was pretty good for me. And fortunately, I have my one answer to a turn 1 Mom on the play.
Nice. Okay. Nice. Okay.
The classic. Mog Fanatic, your Mother Prince. I wonder how many times that's happened in Legacy's history. Or just Magic's history.
I think we just gave up Dryad Arbor and play this Hierarch and pass.
Okay.
I don't know that I'll use this Windswept Heath for a Dryad Arbor because of Goblin Chain Whirler just being a nuts card. I don't want to lose another mana source from it.
Right.
I'll most likely just keep it around. It's really there for if you had something like a Lucky turn 1 and I didn't have the Mum. There's a Lucky.
Oh, I was testing this matchup yesterday by sheer coincidence. Came up with first to mana deny wins. Yeah, I can see that. So the interesting question is, do I Wasteland here? Kind of want to. I guess I'd wait to see if you get a Dryad Arbor. No, if I was going to Wasteland, do it in your upkeep. I think I'll do it. Might be bad. I don't know.
No, easy. I don't have a Scrib Ranger. I don't have anything else to use this mana with, so I'm just going to let it go. Play this fetch land. I'm just going to go for basics here.
I have a Knight.
I do have a Knight.
Oh, that's really bad for me. That makes my Wasteland pretty atrocious.
Yeah, which I think, like, in the matchup, like, you do have this Wasteland plan, but if I do have a Knight, then it's just...
Yeah.
Like, I definitely saw that or we saw in the game before the last game, that if you keep me off my mana and keep me off my access to Knight, like, it's so good, but...
Inakito, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. So here's the like one of the few matchups in Legacy where I wish I had a main deck Sting Scripture, because if I would just like bounce your Knight right there and put in something, then I become pretty ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're just going to fetch up another Knight here with Green Sun Zenith.
Alright, well. Can't really beat Double Knight, I think. Turn 4. Yeah, so...
I could get a Tracker, but of course, Tracker's a little bit...
Well, Tracker would just die.
More of a liability. Yeah, see, you can't use the mana straight away, so I could go and get a Cradle.
Yeah.
Get a Clue and then sack it straight away, but...
That's true.
I think Knight's just better here as a 5/5.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know how I'm winning this, but we'll play on. Yeah, I should play Perish, that's right.
Is Perish destroy all white creatures?
Destroy all green creatures.
Okay, Chad that person, how dare you? as a lover of white creatures. I think we're just going to go for the old fetch up some fetch lands. And then
Anarchy is destroy all white creatures.
That does sound like Anarchy. Happy to keep this for now. Again, this doesn't do much main board. So I think here we're just going to get aggressive.
You got 2/7/7, so...
Yeah.
We'll chump block. Kind of want to save this Crater Maker for equipment, but yeah. All right, I'm just gonna block like this.
I'm going to keep this in hand. I'm just going to pass turn.
All right, so you must have a plow. Which makes... I guess you could have a Scoop Ranger. That's flash, right?
Scoop Ranger does have flash. I think when we're talking about Cradle before, Scoop Ranger as well has some pretty unique starts.
Hmm. So... It's exit. Just kind of got a ringleader here and kind of hope to find something good. Oh, that's not good. I mean, it's not bad, but I need more than one goblin there.
Yeah.
I could have attacked my Crater Maker. No, I'm gonna have to block. So.
I think I'm gonna steal with the Lackey because it actually is like the biggest unknown threat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm slightly dead. You could say that. Oh, you have Cradle. All right. Get all the mana in the world. All right. Well, we'll take a bunch of damage.
Yeah. See, I was even ghost quartering my own land there to make lethal close, but let's go.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm really looking for like a Mogwai Marshal, but I can't seem to find one.
Yeah, just so you can at least play one card and deal with two
right, like
turn.
get out from underneath the night jumping.
Yep.
Yeah, this is a game I really needed Vile. Because
definitely.
I'm gonna die with 6 cards in my hand.
Oh wow, yeah, I didn't even recognize that. That's I guess Ringleader is really nice, but that is pretty tough.
So we have to double block.
So now he has to block on each.
Yeah. And since I couldn't hold up mana, like I was hoping to draw another land so I could at least kill the Noble Hierarch.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think I'm dead here. Yeah, drew another Ringleader.
That's rough.
Yeah, just not enough mana. Like that, I think Olaf's right. The first one to mana deny wins.
Yeah, definitely, and especially because it rewards me in a way that having knights is kind of an out to getting wastelanded.
Yeah.
Like where you can actually put me behind with wasteland. Having a knight that can actually take advantage of that in the mid to late game is pretty crucial.
Yeah. So let's try
yeah,
sideboarding
even
here.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a lot of cards that I can bring in, but I'm unsure of how much I want. I know the obvious cuts are pile drivers. Grenzo's probably not fantastic in the matchup. He's a lot of good hits, but it's hard to attack. So I'm more of a blocking deck. So I've got 4 easy cuts. Also taking Earwig Squad out. This is not really what it's for. Pyrokinesis, 2 Pyrokinesis come in. That seems easy enough. And after that, it gets kind of dicey. I probably want 1 Relic of Progenitus to help me deal with Night. And Ramanap Excavator. Because if I can shrink Night, then I can much more realistically kill it.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Goblin Sharpshooter seems really good. A lot of creatures trade. Kills Mana Dorks forever. Now, the 3 cards that I'm debating are Siege King Commander, Sting Scourger, and Pithing Needle.
What would Pithing Needle be naming?
I feel like
I guess it just is. Would you Is it pretty hard to say? Would you say it really depends on what's on the board?
Yeah, because it's like your deck is like activated abilities deck, right? Like everything is an activated
definitely
ability.
no.
So I feel like
for sure. I think
it would handle Mom most of the time, but Scavenging Ooze or Knight would also be reasonable names, or even just Wasteland if I'm getting stuck.
Yeah, nice. Or maybe if like an equipment's in play, you might want to go after
equipment. Yeah, but I don't know what to cut for it.
How many pile drivers do you play?
Only 2, so I'm cutting those.
Okay.
Yeah, Stink's just good against 4 color loam for the Knight, but I feel like you play so many creatures that it's not actually very effective in most situations. It could be good. I don't know. Siege Gang seems good enough to play, but not sure what to cut again.
That's rough. I think for me, it's pretty likely that I take out the sort of combo hate. So I take out Prelate, which could name 6, Gaddock Teague, which of course stops Pyrokinesis as well, and the 3 Thalias, that's 5. I bring in a Path, a Blessed Alliance, a Trophy, and 2 Zealous Persecution. I don't really worry about Thoughtseize, which is the other card.
Mm-hmm. So I ended up cutting a Lackey. He tends to come out in a lot of creature matchups.
Okay.
All right, this hand's quite strong.
Yeah, this hand's great. I'm happy to keep this.
I cut myself. Jeez. Yeah,
Vile.
Lackey,
smile on the dial.
Yeah. Lackey helps in a lot of matchups, but this isn't really one of them.
I think because I want white mana for these, I'm going to just go with the Bayou into Noble Hierarch.
Okay.
Which, I mean, a mana excellent for both of us turn 1 is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And really exactly what both our decks really want to do on turn 1.
For sure.
In most cases.
Alright, so I'm gonna fire off this Jump Incinerator here.
Nice.
Because I don't want you to have a bunch of mana.
Brilliant.
That's a pretty good draw, too.
Okay, so that's a nice answer later on. So I think we're just going to play this Verdant and fetch up for Savannah into Mother of Runes.
Okay. So now I'm really looking for mana denial on my own. Alright. Alright, well, Mom's gotta go, so
Nice.
it's just not a thing I want to deal with.
And get in for 1.
Yeah.
This is just value.
Yeah, pure value, that 1 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And then I'll just play another Crater Maker.
Now the Crater Maker is pretty good. Nice. Alright. So we draw into this, but I'm pretty happy to actually tap out with this Knight and kill this Aether Vial off. So, just going to make a green mana. So all the mana in the world for my opponent, but at least being able to take them off any sort of instant speed shenanigans is really good.
Yeah, that's really good, honestly, before my Vial gets to 3, because Vial on 3 is really the sweet spot for Goblins.
Definitely. Especially, Matron, even just like holding back something like a rebel, a Goblin Chain Whirler is pretty nuts off Vial.
Yeah.
Hey, Stronghold!
Yeah.
I didn't bring you my fairy mobs.
So Stronghold's not really going to be a thing here, just because of that Wasteland. Now, I'm scared of like a Zealous Persecution a bit. But I think
Trash Master.
no, I want to get Sharpshooter online.
Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay. I think here we just have to play this Excavator.
Okay.
Which is pretty nice. It's a 2/3 body. We'll play this Verdant. And then we'll get rid of this Sharpshooter.
No.
By getting a Savannah and using Sword Splash.
That's a bummer.
Sharpshooter's going to do pretty immense work.
Yeah.
Especially because you can even just like, if you really wanted to, you could kill the Knight and then untap, hit the Ramanap, and then kill it with the Crater Maker.
Yeah. Yeah, I could have killed everything if Sharpshooter untapped. Actually, might have wanted to sacrifice it to the Prospector.
Yeah, to have it in the bin.
To have it in the bin, yeah.
Yeah.
Here...
That's actually a line that I never really thought of.
Yeah, because the one life probably doesn't matter.
Definitely, yeah, but the ability to get it back with Stronghold is just so good later on.
Hold on. Something's part of the frame is on the top of the chat. Oh, that's not right. Yeah, my chat was in the wrong spot of the screen, so whoops. Alright. Sorry about that, Marcel. So here I think we're going we had to get rid of the Excavator.
What you doing? Matron.
So we're gonna grab
nice
Jump Home again, I think.
Yeah.
Just
not even respecting mutagenic growth. Let's just take that into consideration here. That's a great player, especially as I have been missing a few land drops. I really did rely on that to get me back into drawing sort of multiple lands, but I can't be too sad about it. That's interesting. I think we will play that.
Okay.
And we'll play another one.
Okay.
Volrath is just so good. I'm happy to wasteland it here.
Yeah.
Even getting back a Crater Maker is pretty good.
Yeah.
And of course, getting back Gem Palm into the race is just insane, especially when you're going so wide.
Yeah.
It gives you an out to having a Knight on board even.
Yeah. So Chain Ruler would be like pure insanity here, but I didn't draw it. So I'm gonna go Ringleading.
Nice.
Hope to see some good. Okay.
I'm sure Crater Maker's been really nice for you.
Yeah.
But Knight of Autumn's been insane as a card just to have in Maverick as a Green Sun's target. Just insane against so many decks. I haven't made it a 4/3 much, but even in this matchup, like it doesn't seem too bad as just playing it as a 4/3. There's no Vial to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. So hit War Marshal Gem Palm. Double Mom is really annoying. So I kind of want to get rid of one at least. I guess I can attack with these. Probably not taking that block.
Nice. I think because equipment is such a live draw, I'm pretty happy not blocking here with the Knight and just allowing these mums to hopefully get online, and then hopefully I can use this Knight later on to actually get some more value out of it than just block a 2/2. Hey, Apple Sauce Boss, thanks for the follow. Let me know where you're from. If you play Legacy, what your local Legacy scene is like.
So I can sack the Matron to use the Crater Maker to kill the Mom while it's still untapped. Which I probably want to do because one Mom is manageable, two is like really obnoxious. Yeah, I think I kind of...
Yeah.
I guess...
More than fair.
I can't kill both Marcel, right? Unless I sequenced that wrong. I might have sequenced that wrong. Yeah, I could have done that in a different order and killed both moms, actually. Yeah. I needed to sack the matron and the ringleader to put out my Mugwort Marshal, and then use that. Yeah, I could have killed both moms. Alright, that's a bummer.
Welcome, Boyd. Yeah, that's rough. Getting rid of both mums would be insane. That's an okay draw as a one-of. Play a third mom.
third mom,
because I mean, come on, let's be honest here. I'm not happy with the trade for the Skirk Prospector with the Knight of Autumn. So we're just gonna pass here.
Yeah. Okay.
Can I just say it's so nice playing just a lot of fair legacy.
Right.
Like in the leagues, you come up against decks where you know you're just gonna lose on turn 1 or 2.
Yeah.
It's actually quite relaxing in a way.
Yeah, right.
As scary as something like a chain whirler can be, it's pretty nice.
All right, so we're gonna build up the board a little bit.
I think in response to this, I'm actually happy to path.
Okay.
I'm thinking the Prospector over the War Chief.
No, War Chief is better by far, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah. War Chief's like one of my best cards, to be honest.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Especially when you do bring in things like Sharpshooter. I don't know how many you bring in.
I just have one.
Cards like that having haste is pretty scary.
Yeah. Krenko's also a consideration.
Yeah, definitely. Not the greatest target for Caracas when it has haste.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, someone in my chat has a good point. Prospector loses material in the process of reducing costs, War Chief doesn't.
Yeah. Interesting. What do we have?
Draw Green Sun?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of the different routes. So I think that Knight is definitely the best option here.
Mm-hmm.
But I would consider Scavenging Ooze, seeing this game's going pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
Knight of a Tracker is of course really nice as well because it actually makes any lands that I draw really nice. So I definitely put all mana into it.
Mm-hmm.
I could keep one up and get Skoos, of course, but seeing I've already dealt with your Stronghold, you don't use the graveyard anywhere else.
Yeah.
I think Knight's just better.
Yeah.
Because if I draw into a Stoneforge, then I can do some shenanigans with Cradle and actually swing and equip with Haste.
So I was really hoping to fade the Green Sun for one turn because I considered Wastelanding. I considered Wastelanding there just to make it so that you can't Green Sun for 3, but
definitely
kind of got punished for that. So now these double moms are actually relevant. So I really want to draw like a Pithing Needle.
Needle would be pretty good. So I have a chatter saying, is red-black goblins the norm, or is there an argument for mono-red?
A lot of people play mono-red. It's pretty...
Stock standard?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people play red-white for Thalia.
Yeah, okay. And would you say, and Caracas, in a sense?
Some people play Caracas, yeah.
Siege Gang.
Siege Gang is pretty good.
Siege Gang's insane because these mums can only protect themselves once.
Yeah.
So what I really want here is a Stoneforge would be nice because we can get Sword and kill the Siege Gang. A removal spell would be sweet. I wouldn't actually mind a Zealous Persecution.
Oh, you wouldn't mind a Zealous Persecution, really? Did you just draw it?
If I may.
Did you really just draw
sadly, we drew a Wasteland.
Okay, thank God. Jesus.
So, I don't think there's any consideration to keep that land in hand.
Nah.
I can't think of any reason to. So what can I do here? I can take you off a red source. This also stops you from playing a land and having 3 activations of siege again.
Yeah. Yeah, I think my plan at this point might be like just burn you out.
Yeah. Which is pretty nuts. Yeah, especially with Skirk Prospector, you can actually
I can
do it in my end step and then untap and do it. Yeah. Which, like, this might even just be game.
It might be.
Knight can't really do much by itself. Wastelands aren't going to do a whole lot here. Cradle doesn't do a whole lot. I don't have something like Horizon Canopy in the deck, so I can't even draw a card. I think there's no point not attacking here. I think I'm happy to attack and see if you... I guess really to see what you do with your blocks, and even if you block... You're still at 20. This is like turn 12.
Yeah. So I have a quandary here of, do I block and then use the blocker as the fodder for the Siege Gang? I'd have to sack 2 more, so I'd be down 3 goblins total. So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes left. I guess I just block with 1, and then just that's it. I could just take it, but with double mom, I don't want to just, get killed.
Yeah, for sure. This is where I really miss my Mark of Asylums in the sideboard.
Your what?
Mark of Asylum is a white enchantment. It's 1 and a white, so it's a 2-drop, and it reads, prevent all non-combat damage to creatures you control.
Okay.
So things like Pyroblast, of course, in this case, Siege Gang Commander.
Right.
It's an enchantment, which I assume Goblins has a really hard time of dealing with.
Yeah, it literally
a little bit like Grixis.
Yeah, we literally can't kill him unless you're playing Wear Tear.
Yep. Yeah, it's actually a card I played in D&T for a little while because it also actually stops Walking Ballista and Endbringer hitting your own creatures. Yeah. But there's just better cards, so sadly it didn't stay in the sideboard for long.
Yeah. Well, I have some choices here. So I can throw 2 goblins at you, put you to 9. I guess I can attack. Yeah. Alright, so we can attack like this.
Yeah, I don't think there's any good blocks for me.
Weirdly enough.
With the mums, I think if anything, maybe making this Knight trade with a 2/2 is relevant. I don't think the Knight's going to do a whole lot more because these mums aren't going to be sticking around. So I think I'm actually happy trading this Knight for the Ringleader if it comes to.
Yeah, that's probably fine. And I think I'll just throw the... Well, I'll probably take that trade, honestly. I could throw the Ringleader at your face. So let me. This involves math. So you'll be at 9. You'll be at 7. Yeah, I think my plan is to win outside of combat. So I think I am going to do that. And sacrifice that. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. It's pretty good.
And then we're going to play Relic Progenitus.
Relic. Oh, wow.
I'll just activate it now, because why not? So this turns off a lot of your good draws of like a Scavenging Ooze.
Yeah, definitely. It also, you can exile it to make Knight a 2/2 and then try to kill it.
Right, so now I don't think I'm trying to kill Knight through double mom. I think I'm just like not trying to not die.
Yeah. So I think we're happy here just to attack with both Knights and apply some sort of pressure. Of course, the
Yeah, and I think I'll just pop the relic. Save myself a bunch of life. And I'll take 4.
I'm not going to play this out. I'm just going to keep that in hand. I want some sort of unknown information.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
well,
as good as Zealous is as an aggressive card, it's also really good defensively. Like in response to a Chain Whirler, like popping off a Zealous then is pretty respectable if you're trying to keep something like a Mum and a Noble alive for mana reasons.
So out of respect for that, I'm going to Wasteland the Black Source right now.
Mate. Secret respect for that, I should have floated a black.
And then we're gonna. Well, I can just move to the beginning of combat.
Nice. Response.
Some Nuts Mom protecting herself. Okay, that's fine.
I think before combat, I go to give the Knight Pro red just to see if they try to sack anything in response, which means that less is coming through. Oh, Gem Bump's pretty good. Just to let you guys know, the Gem Bump's pretty good.
Terminate draw card is real strong. All right, well, that was an abrupt shift in board state, and I believe
I'll let you swing in. There we go.
Oh man,
nice.
That was
nice. That was really cool.
That was
an awesome.
That Siege Gang was insane.
Siege Gang was really good. So the one thing I don't know about sideboarding on the play is that if Thoughtseize is worth it, because I know that maybe later in the game against other grindy decks you might just be both top decking a lot, but I find Goblins usually has at least maybe 2 or 3 cards in hand.
Yeah, I usually have cards in hand. The Thoughtseize, I don't know. Thoughtseize is kind of weird because it's not a creature, and like that's like pretty relevant. That you need bodies. So I'm not sure.
Like I have a card. I have Sylvan Library in the main, which I actually don't like against you because I can't be too aggressive with it. But at the same time, it can allow me to dig a little bit deeper for like an early Vial to get rid of it. And if I'm looking for lands, if you have gone to get me, because usually it's not so much a pay for draw more. It's more of a is it Mirror's Guile?
Mirror's Guile,
1-drop enchantment.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty much that. Because sometimes I just don't feel safe paying 4 or 8.
Right.
I'm not good at 12. Yeah. But yeah, I think I might actually. We'll try out a Thoughtseize or 2.
Okay.
So we're gonna take out the Sylvan Library, bring in 2 of the Thoughtseizes. Maybe the Tracker's coming out. I think Tracker's quite nice to grind with, but at the same time, I'm most likely always going to be green sunning for 4. And if I do draw a 3-drop, I want it to be Knight anyway. And if I green sun for 4, it's going to be Knight.
Yeah, I think Tracker might be just worse than Knight in like the vast majority of cases. So maybe it's worth cutting. So I'm definitely bringing in on the draw. I'm cutting another Lackey, and I'm bringing in the Pithing Needle.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, I honestly kind of wish I could keep Grenzo in just because there are a lot of really good hits in your deck. Like, like getting a Mom or something like that, or any of your removal spells. But
definitely.
I don't think I'm attacking enough for that to work, especially on the draw. I might bring him back into play. Not sure.
Yeah. Okay. It'd be interesting if you played like some sort of equipment package in the sideboard so that you could take opponents and forges and then search them up.
That would be sick. That would be true. That'd be styling on my opponents.
Yeah, definitely.
Max.
I think Recruiter of the Guard would be a sweet hit for you.
Oh yeah, gets basically any non-Chain Whirler, non-Cranko creature.
Yeah. This hand's sweet. I'm going to keep this hand.
This hand. I don't think this is a mulligan, but it's not great.
Okay. So to cast the stuff in my hand, I'm wanting to get a Scrubland first up. And we'll start off with a Thoughtseize.
Oh, that's what I wanted to avoid.
there's the Vial. So I think this is where Thoughtseize really shines.
Yeah,
that
right.
You might keep, especially against Vial decks, you might just keep a hand because how good Vial is.
Yeah. Yeah, I might not I might not get to play this game. Unless I just top deck another Vial like a champion. Okay.
That sound makes me feel like you didn't.
I did not. So we're gonna do this.
Yeah, no, I was actually kind of afraid of that because my hand is a little bit worse. So let's just play this dried up.
Come on, second wasteland. Come on. All right. Well, I'll take the mountain.
Nice. Yeah, that's really good. Oh, okay. So I'm pretty happy here to actually use this Green Suns to get. So we know they have a Chain Whirler.
Yeah.
But in the spirit of things, I think it's just worth getting a source of white. So we'll go for Noble Hierarch, and then we'll just pass back. We know they also have a Cavern, so if they don't draw another fetch land or mountain, they have to play the Cavern this turn, which is good for the Wasteland.
Yeah. All right, so we've got another Vial, so we're playing.
Okay. Land drop's nice. So we will definitely Wasteland the Cavern. Happy to play Stoneforge, of course.
This game is shaping up very Legacy. Yeah.
Sort of Fire and Ice keeps things at, alive through Chain Whirler, which is nice. So I might even put that on the Noble Hierarch next turn if I can.
Makes sense.
It really depends if you draw into a land or not.
Yeah.
Because if not, I'm happy to just to next turn try to get in if I draw a land off the top. Another Vial isn't great for them. Of course, if this game goes long, then Vials on like 4 and 3 are really nice. But
yeah,
I'm assuming you might have wanted to draw another land. So here we get to I think we'll activate this Stoneforge, put in the sword, and then just equip it to the Noble and pass.
Okay.
It keeps it alive through the Chain Whirler. I'm not that worried about the Dried Arbor. I'm more worried about a white source right now. So
makes sense.
Happy just to not really waste my turn, but just kind of get something ready for next turn.
So my best draw here by far is Goblin Crater Maker. It's a little late.
I'm assuming that means you've missed your land drop because you drew the 8th of...
yeah.
And you just said that's a little bit late.
Yeah. Huh. This is strange. So you've got 4 mana. Alright, I think we're gonna try to play this, kill this Dried Arbor. Because one, I want to hit a land drop, and
yeah, definitely.
You know, just restrict the mana a little bit more, because if you're attacking with Noble Hierarch, then you're not tapping it for mana, which is relevant.
Yeah, definitely. Plains is a nice draw. I think I'm actually going to not play the Plains and attack first to see if we draw into Wasteland.
Okay.
Even though Vial's there, I think still hitting a mana is pretty good.
Can't block.
I'm happy to deal this damage to the Scourge, just to get off the board.
So I get a little trick here is I actually get to deny the draw.
Oh wow, of course, because there's only one
Yep.
target for that.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So let's play this. There's nothing really else to play because we know of the chain well, so happy just to pass here.
Yeah. So at least my vials are getting online, so now I'm not stuck. Okay.
Yeah, which is definitely a drawback for my start. I've definitely had a slower start.
Yeah.
That I haven't been able to take advantage of, you being behind.
Right.
And now these vials just might people in front, which is pretty rough.
Right. And since you didn't do with anything with your mana, I can kind of just happy to take up my vials, and
yeah,
that's what happens.
Interesting. So I could attack with both here, because if they have the Chainwell and they block the Stoneforge, First Strike, of course, kills it. That's not an option. I was going to say we could deal the 2 damage to the Chainweller
Yeah.
and the 1 damage from Stoneforge, but of course it doesn't work out that way.
Alright, so we need to get that sword off board. So we're going to Matron. Yeah, in technical sense, I was supposed to do this in another order where I activate Bylon 2, hold priority, activate Bylon 3. But you don't have Abrupt Decay mana open, so I'm not.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I do have Blessed Alliance mana open, so... sorry, I mean Holy Light, but that's...
Oh, okay.
This is going to resolve, of course, and there's no way that I can interact with it, which is pretty rough.
And I'll just blow up that sword. And I'll take my 1 pretty happily.
We can play this out.
Okay.
And then we just pass.
Okay.
Sadly.
That's really good for me.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. We're gonna... I get the feeling you must have like a bunch of swords that you don't have good targets for, so ooh, that's pretty good.
Can you not watch my stream?
That's just,
yeah, this ringlet is fine. There's
that's
no good.
that's generally what happens when people go like cards in hand go against goblins, right?
Yeah, which is rough as well because you have so many kind of do nothing, for lack of a better word, ones that I don't want to spend a swords on this goblin ringleader, but it is 2 mana. It is 2 a turn. So
right. Yeah, goblins is very good against 1-for-1 removal generally. Excavator, so that can get back a wasteland, but I can't do anything about that. So
yeah, I think I'm happy to get back wasteland here over Dried Arbor or another land. I could get back double white, but let's just go after a bit of this mana. Oh, floating the 1. I like it.
Alright, well, here...
Yeah, before combat?
Yeah. So we're going to vial this in. Wow.
Maybe just swords in response with the white.
And then we're going to use the jump palm to kill the excavator.
Interesting, because even if I get rid of a creature...
Yeah, it still does 2 damage.
It's still going to die. Yep. Tight plays. Tight plays.
Makes up for the game 1 fun.
You're waking up.
I am waking up.
Yeah, that's sweet. That's a really cool combo. Which is kind of nice for me as well now, because now I get to play this Mother of Runes.
So we got 1 card in hand. I got vials on 4 and 3, which is pretty much exactly where I want to be.
Yeah.
And I drew a land, which is also nice. I put a bunch of things on the bottom with Ringleader, so...
It's pretty funny. I keep like cheering for you because I'm like, I just have so much respect for goblins, and I'm like, yes, it gets to do what it gets to do, and I'm like, oh wait, but I'm on the receiving end. It's like, oh shit, I gotta actually like respond to this.
That's really funny.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just gonna go for this.
Yes. That mum is not online. I can't do anything. That is pretty good.
It's not the highest value pyrokinesis ever, but it keeps my
Still
options
a 2
open.
for 1.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
2 for
definitely.
2. 2 for 2.
Oh, of course, because it's exotic card as well. That's okay. Mum's back.
Okay.
Who's back?
Mom's back.
Mum's back. The one awkward thing here is that I don't have white mana up, and I can't ghost cutter myself 2 white mana because I only play 1 planes.
Yeah, so that's...
So if I actually got back a Scrubland or another mana source with the Ramanap instead of the Wasteland, I would have access to that. And this, of course, I think that's just game because I can't deal with the Krenko and just going to go all out.
Yeah, so here I'm going pretty nuts. We're getting... I think since you don't have mana open, I'm grabbing a War Chief. So my tokens have haste as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And then we're going to Violin,
Yes.
Ringleader.
Yeah, nice. Yes.
Got a Matron.
Stop cheering. Go for it.
Leave that on 3.
Yeah.
Leave that on 4. Go to my draw step.
Nice.
Okay. Let me get War Chief. Then Matron.
Yes. Yes.
Then
There should be a 1 mana goblin with Delve. Let's just put it out there.
Dude,
there really should be.
There really should. So if I had a Pile Driver, I would get that.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just gonna get Siege Gang Commander for next turn.
Yeah, that's
activate
sweet.
Activate my token. Dude, attack for
Yeah, I think my best draw. See, even,
straight up a bazillion.
I'm going to see how much we got an egg here.
Negative 5.
Yeah.
Siege Gang next turn would be plus 5 goblins, and then I'd make 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'd make 19 tokens with Krenko.
Yeah, that's the dream. So I believe that Maverick got there in all the game 1s, but
game 1s, I was 1 and 2,
Sideboard.
and I've taken both post-board games.
Oh, sorry. There we go. Yeah, of course you did.
I had the one game where the Siege Gang Commander won me the game.
Yes, of course. Yeah, interesting to see. I do actually have a green-white list as well that I've been testing a little bit.
I feel like that's got to be worse against me, right? Because you don't have Zealous Persecution, which is pretty relevant.
Yes, but I have found room in the main for a small Recruiter of the Guard package with a Palace Jailer and a Walking Blister, which with Cradle is very nice.
Oh, I can see that. All right, I have a second build as well. There was someone who in the Discord channel, Original Goblin, who was playing another Black Splash build, but he or they, I don't know, was playing like a very controlling, or not really controlling, but just more token based list with no pile drivers, just 4 War Marshals, 4 Crater Makers, but then 4 Gem Plum Incinerators, Chieftains instead of War Chiefs, and a Legion War Boss.
A Chieftain's the one that give +1/+1.
Yeah, so it's less. It's not the mana reduction, but it's anthems.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
So I'd like to give that a try. It doesn't. I think a big loss is the lack of Skirk Prospector. There's no Skirk Prospector, which I think is crazy when you're playing 4 War Marshals.
Yeah, for sure.
But you know, I'll respect what their list is, and I didn't change it at all. Besides, I didn't have Late Line of the Voids, so
okay, no, that's fair.
I'm just playing 3 Surgicals and 1 Crypt as a kind of facsimile of that, the closest thing I can get.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, ley lines sometime are a bit of a trap. I mean, you can keep some pretty shady hands just because of ley line, and they don't work out.
I wonder if people, if this mulligan rule change happens, people are
It'll be
like,
interesting.
They're going to be like, okay, I got a ley line, but my hand sucks. I'm going to mulligan my ley line hand, hope and find another ley line hand that's better. I wonder how greedy people will get.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, that'll be really interesting to see, especially pre-game effects like Chancellor, of course, as well.
Yeah.
And
the other thing about this list is that it's not playing the Stronghold or the Ancient Tomb, so it's just playing 4 ports.
Okay, nice. Do you play? You know, has Goblins ever played Magus the Moon or Blood Moon?
I played it when Blood Moon is quite common. I think it's a little out of favor right now, just because in matchups where you want it to be really good, it just isn't. Like Grixis Control. And it's just a little slow against like the Turbo Depths decks. It's still good against lands. I think the rules changed hurt Blood Moon a lot, because once they made it so that if you Cross and Grip a Blood Moon with the Dark Depths in play, they just get a Merit Lage. Like that's a big deal.
Yeah, definitely.
So I'm not as big a fan of Blood Moon as I used to be. I used to like always play like 1 to 2 in my sideboards.
Yeah, cool. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this list really screams for a Script Prospector, right, Marcel? Like, holy hell. I have a question for you, actually. Against Maverick, if you don't have a Relic of Progenitus, is it worth it to side in Tormod's Crypt just as a way to deal with Knight and Excavator?
Interesting. Because you don't have the burn to really deal with a Knight that's bigger than a, say, X4, X5.
Yeah. Once it gets beyond 5, it becomes very difficult to kill.
I think Relic's definitely the better one, because if it's not that relevant, you can of course cycle it.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting, because a lot of your removal can actually deal with a Knight that's just a 2/2.
Right, like you can Crater Maker the Knight, then pop the Crypt, and then it dies on the spot.
Yeah, exactly.
So
I think it is, because you literally have an issue against Knight, and it's a great answer to it.
Like it's like Knight and Mom are like your best cards in the matchup, right?
Yeah, definitely. And like I never played Ooze in that matchup, but Ooze is obviously another great card because there's so many Goblins actually going to graveyards.
Yeah, it's annoying that you can never even like, if there's any mana up but there's nothing in the graveyard, I still can never Crater Maker a Scavenging Ooze because it goes to the graveyard before the effect resolves.
Yeah, that's true.
I've had that be annoying.
Interesting, of course.
Yeah. Same with Jump Home Incinerator.
Yeah.
All our stuff
of course, yeah, because
itself.
Damage doesn't kill creatures, state-based actions do.
Right. Well, it's just because it has to cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it hits the
that's
yard.
Very fair.
All right, so I'll challenge you, and I'll play this list that I strongly believe should have a Script Prospector, but it doesn't. So we'll see if that burns me.
Nice. Yeah.
And when we go to boards,
I've never been a fan of green-white, just because black gives you Thoughtseize and Zealous Persecution, which is just so good against some of your terrible matchups.
Mm-hmm.
That I think it's just worth splashing. Like, there's you lose so much from like. I'm guessing it's a consistency thing that you get from having multiple ways to just get green-white mana instead of having all the colors.
Mm-hmm.
But
right, this is
black's insane.
This is what we'll call a speculative keep.
Okay.
Does this say try to block my Lackey with a Dried Arbor? Or is it a plow? Hope it's the first one.
I don't.
So
I have to.
Yeah, you absolutely have to.
Which is rough. I had a Noble, but I was like, I can't. No. No. Wow.
I think Lackey's gonna...
I already hate green-white. You have 5 cards in hand. At least I have a payoff.
Alright, well, unfortunately, I missed my third land drop, so I'm not doing anything.
There we go. That's interesting. I think we're going to lead on this.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons why I was not too unhappy about throwing away the noble.
Alright, well, alright. I think I lose now, but if I had drawn a third land drop, then I can play Goblin Chieftain.
Ah, nice. Yeah, Chieftain's very nice.
And then Chieftain would probably run you over.
Yes.
But I'm missed my third land drop in my 24 land deck, so you know.
You play 24?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Still not doing it.
That's just magic, and that's why you love it as well, but...
Yeah, I'd like you into Siege Gang, so...
Ugh.
Yeah, like in Siege Gang, Chieftain, just didn't draw lands. I said speculative. Probably can't win from here now, honestly. Like, this is really bad. If I had a Wasteland or a Jump on Incinerator, then I could have gotten in Lackey on turn 1 with the Kill the Dried Arbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, any removal would have won the game.
Yes, for sure.
That's Screen Sun for Night.
Yeah.
I'm gonna concede. Yeah, not drawing lands for 4 turns. Let's run that back.
I mean, that's really luck from my side. I mean, especially if you don't have a clear answer to that second Lackey for a little while.
Yeah.
In like a Splashes or like a one-off trade with Mom.
Yeah, like if I had drawn the third land and played the Chieftain and attacked, what would you have done?
Screws isn't even great. Probably play the Screws and trade
with the Lackey.
Yes.
Okay.
My only other play would have been to play the Mum and then Chump.
Yeah.
So this hand is fine.
So unfortunately, similar kind of deal as last game. These are I'm keeping hands with Goblins that I normally hate to keep. But
Okay.
I'm kind of doing it to demonstrate a point.
We'll just pass. Support is actually a great play before blocks because I can't get Dried Arbor.
Yeah.
But I luckily do have the sword.
Oh, okay.
No 2-drop. That's gonna happen. So because I don't have colors for this, I think I'm happy just to play this Wasteland and Wasteland them.
Yeah, that's like very bad for me. Yep. Yeah, these are the hands with Goblins that just straight up lose to Swords of Plowshares, and people tell you keep turn 1 Lackey hands, and they're like kind of wrong a lot of the time. Like I think, if I was,
it's kind of like going back to Leyline. Like you see it and you're like, oh sweet, this is definitely a keep. Like this is just so good. But then
now I'm missing my land drop again, and my hand is extremely clunky.
I think I'm happy to get rid of this.
Yeah, for sure.
Make it out.
Green Sun or Edge's Knight, yeah. And now I'm pinned under to the mana denial, so I drew a third land, but it doesn't really matter at this point because I'm never going to get above 3 lands. This is also a situation where Goblin Chieftain is much worse than Goblin War Chief. Oh, you have a third Swords of Pleasures? Right,
yeah, I think I'm happy just keeping you off the board,
Yeah. Man, my hand was Ringleader, Chieftain, Krenko.
Yeah, that's. See, we haven't seen a Vile start yet, which would
not
be
from
very
this list,
different.
no. I mean, I'm also keeping like 2 lander with Lackeys, and like that's
not during that third.
It's bad,
which is rough as well because what you get 3 good draw steps out of it.
Right. I'm infamous on my stream for never drawing lands, so like it's really bad. Yeah, so kept that to demonstrate the point that turn 1 Lackey does not mean you just slam keep, because a lot of those hands are really bad. Like, you can justify like turn 1 Lackey plus removal spell, but not just turn 1 Lackey in a big thing.
So this hand's a mulligan. It's a 1-laner with a forest, and then we have double green suns, mum, swords, knight, Gadok, which isn't too bad if we draw into another source, because I don't really want to forest green suns for Dryad Arbor and just be stuck on green. It really depends on drawing into a land. We don't have great outs to a turn 1 Lucky, which we can see our opponent has kept a few times. I think it's better 6s, especially because this Gadok Teague is really dead for a while. It turns off the green suns.
I'm going to mulligan 6 as well. I have Ringleader, Matron, Gem Palm, but then Port, Wasteland, Cavern. So I don't have a red source. I don't have a non-wastable land, and it just doesn't do anything forever. So, this hand's also not great. But I guess I'll keep it. Hope to top a land.
This can go on top. We're drawing into this, which is great.
Fuck.
Good luck.
You too. I think I need to bottom this, especially because I'm on the draw.
Oh, am I going? Yeah. Oh, I'm going first.
Yeah, because we started. Oh,
I'm going first.
Does that change things?
Yeah. Okay. We'll fetch that away. It was a birds on top.
Okay.
Which is always nice as a draw on turn 1, but
yeah.
Turn 1 Mum is pretty good as well.
Yeah, turn 1 Mum's really good. This deck straight up can't do anything to turn 1 Mother Prince. Just buy build. Can't on the draw. I can't.
Pretty good draw, as it allows us to just get another piece of mana into play. So we'll just green suns for 1.
Okay.
We could, of course, keep that later on to deal with the Vial and get something like Night of Autumn, but happy just to use it to kind of accelerate our mana a little bit.
All right. I really need to find a land here. Okay. Well, I guess that's a land.
Nice.
So I guess I port green here. I don't know if there's much of a difference, but Thalia, okay.
I'm sure there are moments where I can attack with the Mum.
Yeah,
but I'm just always weary
of
really anything. Yeah, and I don't think I'm really going to win this game by just 3 to 4 life.
Yeah. So considering the fact that you didn't play a land, definitely just gonna port here.
Nice. Definitely attack first.
All right. Just War Marshal.
War Marshal. Okay.
Just kind of get a free block.
I like how you said that. You had like a soothing voice for it. Just War Marshal.
Just
hush now.
Hush now. It's just a War Marshal. That's actually really funny.
We're just gonna pass.
Okay. So these ports are doing work. So if I draw another land, it's gonna port you off anything.
Yeah, which is really nice.
Okay. Well, it's not.
I think the only way out of that from a mana perspective is drawing into Cradle.
Yeah.
You have another Vial.
I can't play it because of the Thalia. Thalia gets to be relevant. Good for her.
Thank you.
I guess I'm gonna port white because, like, I guess double plow is a thing.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, really?
I kind of want to keep my goblins on board, so I'll just take 3.
Yeah, definitely. I think they're a lot bigger resource than a 3 life is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's worth putting this out. I'd rather keep this up. These aren't coming in anytime soon, so we're just going to pass.
All right. We're just going to...
Matron's nice.
Matron up. best card ever, aka Goblin Chainwhirler.
Nice, yeah. Because it really comes down to the situation of, do I want to keep my mum or do I want to keep the Hierarch?
Right.
It really depends as well. If you draw another land, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think I can come back from Chainwhirler and hold up double port.
Probably not. So I just pass. I guess I could. No, I was a free attack. I should have attacked. It's 3 damage. Because if you activate Mom to protect it, then I'd kill everything. Supports are doing pretty serious work.
Nice. Happy to attack.
I guess I should have Chainwhirler pre-combat, huh? But...
Even before my main phase, in case I do draw into Cradle, it gives me 4 mana with access to white.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Oh,
that's going to resolve, and I'm going to concede because that's pretty rough.
Yeah, and I have really good follow-up. I have Krenko and Ringleader in hand, so
nice.
And Ringleader would hit 3. Yeah, it'd hit Chieftain, Ringleader, Greater Maker. So,
all right, let's mid sim list. Pretty happy to take it back.
Yep,
and see how we go.
Yeah, so we've both demonstrated the Mana Screw game. You got stuck on 2 lands. I got stuck on 2 lands previous games.
Oh, this is aggressive. I don't think I can keep this. It's a 3 wasteland, Horizon Canopy, Karakas, Thalia, and Screwbranger as the creatures.
Yeah, it seems pretty bad.
I don't think this is a matchup where the early game is really going to be decided by wasteland, and I don't really have a threat that I can put on the board before I start wastelanding to actually put on a clock as well. So.
Right. I'll keep
we'll mulligan this. This hand's fine. We'll keep this. That can go to the bottom. We will fetch up a... What do we have? Savannah. Play a Hierarch. And pass. So turn 1 Dork. It is really nice. On par with like a turn 1 Vial for Goblins, which there it is. Look at that. Which is really nice. We do draw a land here. Not the land we really want, but the land we deserve in Dryad Alba. I think we'll just go ahead and play this Quasali Pride Mage.
That's pretty good.
There is also the thought that I should have kept that in hand, just in case you have some sort of removal spell for it. I don't think you do, because I think Crater Maker is the only real one, and you can't get to
3 mana.
3 mana next turn, so
yeah.
I'm happy making most of my mana there and actually playing a 2-drop in Quasali Pride Mage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my hand's shaping up pretty awkward now.
I think the curve as well for Goblins is much higher than Maverick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, really for any Fey deck, like even.
Yeah, Ancient Tomb would have been kind of insane here.
Ancient Tomb would have been sweet.
It's true. Or Prospector. Yeah, Prospector would dig me out of this. Because the thing is, I want to Wasteland you, and then just pop the Pride Mage, and I'm down on mana compared to you. So I don't really have any good lines here, I feel like. So I'm just gonna play a War Marshal.
Yeah, nice. Come on, Tabernacle. Tabernacle one time.
Tabernacle would hurt you a lot more than hurt me.
Yeah, definitely. So what do we want to do here? So we can... That for 2, and then untap 2 mana. That seems okay.
Pyrokinesis last turn would have been disgusting if I was like main decking a Pyrokinesis.
Yeah, definitely, for sure.
Just wasteland you, Pyrokinesis all your stuff. You have 0 permanents.
We'll attack first, for sure.
we'll do the honorary Mogwai Marshal chump block, as there always is and always will be.
Thank you. The thing is, I really want to get rid of this vial, but what I want to do with my mana makes my board pretty much all X1s. So the thought of mounting into Chain Whirler is just like ringing bells right now, even though it's probably a 1-of in your deck.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's probably the best line of play that we have, so...
Okay. Script Ranger.
So we will untap the Noble and return the Savannah. We'll then play the Savannah for turn. I think I'm then happy to play Thalia as a first striking creature.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can Script Ranger and upkeep to take out the Aether Vial with the trigger in the stack. So now we can actually untap the Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, that's pretty...
Probably return the Dried Arbor, so it actually doesn't get hit by a Chain Whirler if you do have one.
Hmm.
And now sack and hit the Vial.
So,
interesting.
Kind of gotta get rid of the Script Ranger.
Yeah, for sure. I can't do anything. I've already used it this turn, so that's fine.
Just pass it back.
The other target that I was really thinking of was Scavenging Ooze, but I didn't have any mana open with it to do anything.
Yeah, so I would have been able to Crater Maker the Skoos. It's kind of the same, except I'd still have this Dried Arbor. Fire.
See, now the board's just X1s, and I am not happy about it.
So I'll block once here. I'd rather not take 4.
Yeah, definitely. It all adds up for sure.
Yeah.
You can literally Chain Whirler and Wasteland me. Luckily,
unfortunately,
you just have Wastelands.
Yeah. Seeing you only have 1 land, I really want to Wasteland you. Because then you can't Green Sun for night.
Yeah, that's fine.
Or Excavator. So I think I'm gonna Wasteland the Dried Arbor. I'm gonna Matron. Oh, Green Sun costs 1 more, especially because of the Thalia. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, that's very true.
So I could get Chain Whirler and just hope to rip the 3rd red source.
Yeah.
Which would be pretty greedy.
Pretty likely. Do you have the sack of Goblin Maker red mana?
No, I don't have Prospector in the deck because this list doesn't play it, which I think is nuts. I'm gonna go for the Jump on Incinerator. It's just safer.
Yeah. Nice.
I should attack for 1. I keep missing damage. Oh, no, I'll probably block. Well, actually, no. At this point, I'm not going to block because I don't want to get blown up by a plow turning off my jump home.
Yeah, that's fair. So we're just going to pass here.
Okay. Okay. Yes, go away. Okay. I'm just gonna kill a Hierarch. Playing around double plow here. Yeah. Oh, you couldn't double block with Thalia, so.
Sadly, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wasteland this.
Yeah, nice. That's pretty good. I've got Palace Jailer in hand, so I was really looking to get that last turn.
Yeah, I guess that's another
even though
reason.
I think you would have definitely taken the crown back after a while, but it would have just been nice to start drawing a few cards and getting a bit of, a bit more like cards online. But it's fine. We have a threat. We have some protection. We have some mana in the creature, so I'm doing fine. Pass the turn.
Okay.
I actually feel like you could win this game where I have no permanents.
Yeah.
My strategy is actually working out pretty well because now this Wasteland and Port actually have no targets.
yeah.
Unless you want to target your own lands, which...
That's true. Possible line.
Yeah.
So okay, this 6. I think we're gonna ringleader now. See what we hit.
Let's have a look.
Ooh, those are good.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty good.
So we can. I think we're gonna race here pretty easily.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't have much to draw into. Maybe a Cradle into the Swords? No, that's not going to do it. I don't think from a mana perspective this Wasteland's going to get me back in the game any more than it is by taking you off mana, so...
Yeah, makes sense. Okay.
I've never felt so vulnerable in my life. The board of X1s
just waiting to be destroyed.
Yeah, like I'm slowly walking down a dark alley with like a blindfold on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Marcel.
Yeah, you wouldn't need damage rates now. Nice.
Yeah.
In your opinion, what do you think is the optimal ringleader for against Maverick?
Ooh. It depends on how much mana I have. Chain Whirler's probably always involved. Yeah, I'll take 3.
So now it's rough because I want to use this Noble Hierarch for another Mother Runes, but it taps me off the Noble, so I might get in a position where I have to throw away a Mother Runes if you try to sort of kill one before damage. Yeah, like that. This is my end step. That is fine.
So I still draw a card, which is nice. Okay.
Rough.
Alright, I think we're just crashing in for a ton of damage here. Yeah.
No, you're not. Yeah, that was pretty good. You definitely saw my weakness in mana and took advantage of it.
Yeah.
I applaud you, sir.
So is that the first green-white game or I forget. I'm losing track.
Second one, I believe. No, all good. How about one more post sideboard?
All right.
Have a look at the sideboard.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're playing this list still.
There we go. I do actually have Goblins myself.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah, I actually played it for a bit in paper.
All right, so I'll just concede and then we'll jump to postboard.
What do you mean? Oh.
Just so we get to the postboard games?
Oh, cool. Yeah, easy.
All right, so I'm setting in for 2 Pyrokinesis, Tormod's Crypt, and a Pithing Needle.
Nice.
Legion Warboss seems like a pretty easy cut, I think.
Nice.
I don't want to be forced to attack into things. If you have a GT.
definitely. I think I really just take out the same stuff.
Yeah.
Genetic Tea and Thalia's. So that's 5 cards. And then I bring in 1 Path, 1 Blessed Alliance, 1 Council Judgment, 1 Nissa Vital Force.
Ooh.
And maybe just the Prelate, because it is a 2/2 body that can name 6 for Pyrokinesis, because it is such a blowout.
Yeah, I mean, bringing in 1 card to have an out to a 2 of is like...
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
But I mean,
it's mainly because my sideboard left is 2 Canonist, 2 Mind Break Trap, 2 Surgical, 2 Fairy Macabre, 2 Choke.
Okay, fair enough. People bring in Canonist against Goblins, and I always think it's terrible, so...
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. It's
so I don't really have much to
slows
cut.
it down, but you can easily play a 1 creature a turn.
Right, and if I have a Vial, then it doesn't do anything.
Yes, exactly.
So I can easily cut the War Boss, but then I got 3 more cuts to make. I don't have any pile drivers in the deck, so that's not a thing.
I think it's also worth making the consideration that Canonist dies to what's it called? The 4-drop destroy target artifact.
Oh, Trashmaster? Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an artifact creature.
Yeah. Yeah, so I can cut, I guess, the 4th War Marshal and like 1 Goblin Chieftain. I still have 2. And like a Lackey, I guess.
Yeah, nice.
So I don't love the sideboarding here, but it could be worse.
How do you find Goblins against Baleful Strix decks?
It's very good against most of them.
Okay, nice.
Alright, this is no lander.
Sounds sweet.
Wow, I just went no lander, all lander.
No.
Fuck.
Have you ever tried out Mutavault?
No, it's generally considered bad in Goblins just because we use our mana for other things.
Yeah, no, that's fair. And I guess other than Chieftain, there's no real...
Yeah.
Maybe so. Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, Grixis Control is like our only bad... I'm just going to play this in Name Other Prince.
Nice.
Baleful Strix matchup.
Yep.
But so like the reason we're good against Baleful Strix in general is because Pile Driver attacks through it because it's protection from blue, and then Mogwai Marshal kind of makes Baleful Strix look a little silly. All right,
yeah,
well,
definitely.
Here we go. Roll to 5. What are you gonna do? I could have like honestly kept the all lander 6 because it had 2 ports, but all right, I'm gonna concede. My hand is
the sweet hand.
My hand is Lackey War Marshal Ringleader, so I'm not gonna cast anything forever, and I'm never gonna kill a knight. So all right, well that was a non-game, unfortunately.
Yep, I'm sorry.
Multi-5s happen. And it's like a bad 5 too.
So do you play in this list Sting Scourger?
This has it in the sideboard as well.
Okay.
The problem with Sting Scourger...
Is it a flex slot?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Sting Scourger is just... I wouldn't even... If Dark Depths didn't exist, I probably wouldn't play it. Because like Sting Scourging Brizzlebrand is like kind of not that effective because they just draw 14 and then make another thing.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
So I'm going back to my original list here. This hand's pretty good.
Yeah, same. I'll keep this hand. Good luck. Because I actually went to GP Vegas in 2017, I'm going to say.
Oh, cool.
And there's a Goblins list that was like 8-0.
Yeah.
And it got camera, and it actually beat, I'm going to say Show and Tell.
That's sweet.
Or without even casting like a Goblin creature, because it played turn 1 Vial both games, and it Show and Telled in Sting Scourger and Siege Gang.
Yeah.
Both games.
I mean, it's good. I mean, we have Crater Maker for Emrakul now, right? So Sting Scourger is worse than Crater Maker for Game with Emrakuls. whatever it's called. Ooh, that's pretty good.
Eldrazi?
I'm just thinking about like Grizzlebrand. Like Stink Searcher's good against Grizzlebrand
gotcha.
if you're like about to kill them. That's about it.
Yep. Very true. Or if they spend all their resources in trying to get into play.
Right.
Resetting the game?
I kind of want to, but we're just gonna... We're gonna kill that, though.
Cool.
Bolt the bird, as it were.
Interesting. I think here we're just going to play our Stoneforge. It's a great blocker for now. No chieftain, please. I think we just get Jide. It is the lower to the ground piece of removal. And if you do Wasteland us, we can still hold it up next turn, hopefully with a land.
So definitely got rewarded with my line here. So we're going to play Badlands, I guess. We're going to Gem Pong.
Nice.
And Wasteland you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've really had the tempo here of kill your thing, you know.
Yeah, which is awesome, which is exactly what Goblins is.
Yeah, so
trying.
Goblins is like a mana advantage deck more than anything else, right? Interesting.
You definitely have the board with the 2/1/1s, but I have a pretty land-heavy hand, so I'm pretty happy to try to see if you have to maybe skip a land drop. Full Wrath is interesting.
Yeah. So I got punished for playing out my second red source, but
Okay, interesting. So you don't have access to double red right now.
yeah.
I think I'm happy here to get a forest. And get a creature into play.
Okay. Well, for the sake of mana efficiency, and because it's not bad,
Yeah, nice.
kill the 2/2. Ooh, that was really good. Schadenport, strong.
Yeah, nice.
So I've definitely been able to punch the wasteland while behind kind of thing you did.
That is fine.
Okay.
Haha.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, nice. Do it.
These two
Do it,
1/1s. These two 1/1s
Doing a lot
are
of work.
going the fucking
Yeah.
distance. I wish I had a 1-drop to go, so I'm not kind of being mana inefficient here, but... No, my stronghold! She's idiot. Okay. Alright, the time has come for...
Don't do it.
Let's get another... our boy.
Nice.
We're gonna get something sick, I don't know.
I hope he hits swords.
You know, I wouldn't be too upset about that. Oh, recruiter.
Recruiter. Wow.
I would.
But
I
you
don't.
have the
I
land
can't
for
cast it. Yeah, unfortunate. That's all right.
Sorry. Okay, what can we do this turn? Stupid port. That's fine. We can play out this.
It's a big night.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Went out for a few drinks and then came back to do this.
So you're at 9.
Don't start doing this. Don't start. Oh, you're at 9?
Yeah, I wish I had a Sting Scourger here. That'd been really good.
Yeah, definitely, especially since you've been playing Teppo the whole time.
Right.
That's what I kind of hate with a deck that plays Recruiter of the Guard and Green Suns. There's always the thought of, oh, but I might want this card.
Right, right.
Like I might put that. I might want that out just that one time.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna. Yeah, Marcel, I should have done something different.
I think I definitely block here. So I'm gonna be left with a 5/5 Knight, which I think is still very hard for Goblins to beat. And the damage is definitely stacking up now. So
yeah.
The less I take, the better.
I made a mistake by passing. I should have made into pre-combat for Gem Palm, so I could swing freely with the Grenzo.
Okay, gotcha.
Let's see if I had a plow.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my god. Alright.
I mean, to be fair as well, gaining 6 for me is actually pretty nice as well.
Yeah, but I like to...
You do deal with the Knight, yeah, which is very cool.
Alright, that was sick. That was awesome. You have the Ghost Quarter in play, so Stronghold isn't really worth anything. So yeah, I think I just Ringleader now. The weird post-combat Ringleader. Ooh, okay, that was strong. No, my boy. Thalia, okay.
But I know you have an Incinerator in hand.
Yeah.
Which makes it all that worse. It means that I can't equip and then pass.
Yeah.
Mm.
2, 3, 1, 2.
I think we just passed him.
Okay. Man, my hand is like all gas. I just need to be able to use it. I think I'm gonna Matron pre-combat.
Nice.
Yeah, he knows Marcelo. And we're gonna grab Trashmaster.
Nice.
Because even if you wasteland me, I can still cast it. I think I'll just pass. Like Yep. I think I'll kill the Thalia now, right? You tap the Crocus. Okay. That's fine. Okay.
Remove a spell.
So I just need to be able to unlock my hand. I have 7 cards, and they're all awesome. So
You have 7 cards. This is definitely a play that I'm not that happy to make, but
okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to lose the crown pretty fast unless I really start drawing into something and I don't have much else to do. I'm going to get rid of the Goblin because at least you don't get back the Matron, of course. And
Yeah,
get another trigger.
right.
I think it's worth maybe drawing into swords, so I might try to hold it up instead of equipping the Jade, especially seeing that I already know that you have Trash Master as well.
Yeah. Okay, land is good. So we're gonna Badlands. So we have 6 mana. So I've already seen 2 plows, so it's pretty unlikely you have another one. 3rd. What do I got still on my deck?
I think you better get some dried up or in this deck.
1.
Correct.
Yeah. All right. So we jump home stuff left. 1. So creator and all right. I think we're doing Creator Maker.
Nice.
Kill that.
Mm-hmm.
Steal that crown. Then Lackey.
Lackey's pretty good.
And War Marshal.
I think it's worth keeping the Verdant Round for my turn in case I run 2 Tireless Tracker. Ugh. Misplay. Should have kept the land up because I most likely just go for.
Green Sun for 9. Yep. Tracker, okay. So you gotta
Yeah, I should have played
cards. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Should have played that Wasteland first.
Just a clue. Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting concede.
Yeah, so
I think the one thing I was drawing into was maybe Walking Blister, but
yeah. So my plan would be Stronghold back, jump home Incinerator, kill that, connect, put in War Chief or Trash Master. Because my hand's insane. I got Matron Ringleader, Grenzo Trash Master, War Chief.
Especially once you have the crown, I'm not getting it back. You have so many blockers.
Yeah.
Like it's Ugh.
Palace Jailer has like a 1-turn window against goblins for it to be effective, and if you lose it, you're not getting it back unless you play flyers.
Yeah, definitely. And just because you also have access to haste, like you can't really decipher how much of a threat a creature is until you have all knowledge at the beginning of your opponent's combat phase.
Yeah. So Grenzo hitting that knight was kind of sick.
Like, yes, no, that was
really huge deal.
That's clippable for sure.
Yeah, it's clippable. Yeah,
that's going to Reddit.
Yeah.
Especially because he called it as well.
Yeah, I did. We're doing postboard, right?
Yeah, I've just sideboarded.
So I've stopped keeping track of who's winning.
No, that's cool. I think it's been pretty back and forth.
Yeah, so I think I went 2-1 against the green-white because the game I mulled to Oblivion, right?
I think you've actually won all green-white games.
Yeah? But no, there's the one I mulled 5, and then I didn't do anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, well, congratulations, Dougal. You won that one.
And then I think against Abzan, I think we're 2-2 pre-board, and then I'm 2-0 post-board.
Yep.
This hand... This is the hand I keep against some decks. It's like all lands and 1 ringleader, but... Alright, this hand's fine.
Nice. Alright, very fair hand, but I'm pretty happy just to green suns for 0 for a Dried Arbor.
Okay.
And pasta. Do you know who the first sort of big person was to bring Goblins into Legacy, or was it kind of a known deck as Legacy was created?
I believe it won the first Legacy GP.
That's cool.
It's basically the oldest continuously existing archetype in the format.
Wow.
In that it's recognizable as Vile Goblins since the beginning. That's pretty good. Ooh. Alright, Pyrokinesis one time.
No, don't say that. I was just playing to my outs. Ooh.
Nah, don't have it.
Okay. Still.
Yeah, Double Lackey creates quite a standoff. Nobody does anything.
So yeah, that turn I had a play of just tapping out for this knight, but I was like, what if you have some sort of 2 damage spell?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the mana you have, but yeah, I was pretty happy with just wastelanding you and playing the Scoos as a 2/2.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I think I'm just passing, unfortunately. Yeah, Food Chain and Goblin Bidding were both things in early Magic because Recruiter was unbanned, so Food Chain Goblins is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, wow, okay. Oh, this is a pretty sweet turn. So we play a knight.
Oh god.
And then I get to sack this forest for a cradle.
Oh god.
Play a sword.
Oh, rip me. Alright, I'm dead. Yeah, my hand's all 3 drops.
Okay.
My hand
that's yeah.
Yeah, my hand's 4 chief, sharpshooter, matron.
This is actually where I definitely miss the second path over the Blessed Alliance because you have so many just 1/1 tokens that you might attack with.
Yeah, edicts are pretty bad against goblins.
Yes.
Yeah, so that I think these matches the games I'm losing are really showing how much being reliant on Lackey is bad, especially a matchup like this.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think it's...
Like, I cut down to 2 Lackeys, and I drew my only 2 Lackeys.
Scourge, nice.
Yeah, Script Prospector is pretty good in this matchup. Absolute classic Bird of Paradise.
Yeah, one of the best. Really nice foils. Sadly, very expensive, but
Uh. Just gonna War Marshal.
nice.
I could like kind of go nuts if I wanted to. I do kind of want to actually. It's like get on board more.
Nice. Not blocking that.
So I could try to gimp you and kill the birds, but I don't feel great about that.
Okay.
Stoneforge, okay.
We'll just get Jide.
Alright.
And then we'll also play Mother Runes.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Is Dirty Kitten a thing in Legacy?
No.
I'm not sure what Dirty Kitten is.
No, Dirty Kitty is this Fecundity deck that uses Prospector. So when you have Fecundity in play, Script Prospector and War Marshal combo together to be a draw 3, make 3 mana.
Oh wow, okay. What is that card you're saying?
Fecundity, it's a 2 and a green for an enchantment. Whenever a creature dies, player draws a card.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah.
Interesting. Sounds like an EDH combo.
Yeah, so it was an extended deck called Dirty Kitty.
Okay. Interesting.
Which is kind of funny. And it was described as a Dirty Kitty because I forget who described, one of the commentators described it as so hard to play. It was like watching a like someone trying to wash a cat or something.
That's hilarious.
I think
I
that's
love a good Legacy deck name with a good story behind it.
Right.
Like I believe.
Ben Stark said it.
Maverick?
Of course, Ben Stark said it.
Oh, okay, nice. Like Maverick has the whole. It was started by a guy online whose name was like Maverick, which I believe is the correct one. But there's also the story that like Maverick is known as a, like the definition of Maverick is kind of like a new deck, like something from like left field.
Yeah, someone's trying something new.
Yeah, and then the same with Nick Fit. Like a lot of people say it stood for nice fit.
No, it's like a song. It's a Sonic Youth song.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Yeah, this is where I. Interesting.
Do I want to kill the mom? I think I want to save my Crater Maker for the Jite.
Okay, interesting. Because if you go for the birds, I don't have much mana, and I missed my ledge up last turn.
That's true. So I could go. Yeah, I could just go after the birds, and then you might not be able to
come back.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. I get to use my.
But good for you. And yeah, that's a pass.
Okay. Thanks for pushing me towards the correct line. Appreciate it.
No, you're welcome. I
like Matron get Trash Master. That seems really good.
Do you have any issues with when wanting to use Volrath Stronghold in a matchup, your access to black?
Not really, because in most of the matchups that Stronghold is for, they don't play Wasteland because it's specifically for Grixis control, and then any other matchup where it comes up is gravy. Like that's my thinking anyway. Yeah, so I draw the mountain anyway. So attack for
Nice.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah.
I had a knight that I could have played turn 2, but I didn't want to play it as just a 2/2.
Well, if you played as 2/2, then it would have died to the Critter Maker.
Yes. I'm just going to the bathroom real quick,
All right.
and then I'll come back.
So it's really interesting, while we're sitting here, how much attacking the mana on his end matters. Like I think every game, almost every game I've won is because I've been able to kill like just the mana dorks on time. Which kind of goes with my instinct that I've been worse off in this matchup specifically, just not having oodles of 1 mana removal, like before I'm playing like 2 Tarfires and a Pyrokinesis main deck. Like, so if there's a lot of Maverick in your meta, you might want to play maybe like a Tarfire, so you have at least 2 1 mana removal spells, and then but like main deck Pyrokinesis is probably like way better. Yeah, to play Dried Arbor and Mana Roach just for a reason, right? Yeah. Take this off because I'm really warm. Play 3 Tarfire. Get with the times. This is like the one matchup where you want shock. I don't want shock most of the other times.
Nice.
I got.
How about... Yeah?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I was talking to someone in chat.
No, all good. I was going to say, how about we both choose a deck? We play a best of 3, and the winner, of course, comes out on top.
Sure.
Cool.
I think I'll just stick with my build here. I challenge you to a duel. Is Fnatic old tech or new tech? Go ahead.
I was going to say that Maverick, of course, misses out on Batterskull because you don't really need it as a threat.
Right.
But a lot of those games with Stoneforge, it would have been so nice to actually make Stoneforge a threat that if you don't answer it, I could have a Batterskull the next turn.
Yeah.
Which, against a lot of the starts...
Batterskull is normally like it's like the worst equipment against goblins most of the time. But
yeah, definitely. Especially now with Trashmaster.
Right.
But just that, yeah, like the threat of an initial piece... look at this. Initial... Good. Yeah, life gain and just having a 4/4. Something
that even if I can easily answer it, making me answer it.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm getting a trade from Callum. I don't know why.
Easy.
Oh, dude. What should I do? Sorry, I was so 6. All right. Callum Whitefaces is the man because he just sent me all
ley lines.
No, he just sent me all the old Goblin arts, like
that's very cool.
All the Onslaught printings and stuff to have.
That's sick,
dude. That's so generous.
That's really cool.
What an extremely generous thing to do! Like holy crap. I'm kind of blown away. All right, Callum's the man. Jeez. All right, I got nice looking stuff now. Yeah, all right, we're just gonna pass. Do the port thing.
Nice.
Yeah, I have to get the strictly better versions now. Yeah. So that's what I've got. I've got Onslaught everything. OG lackeys.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. that was bold. so I think we are wasting Dryad Arbor and just got a message from some person. Recording. Just hope you don't cast spells. How do you check just normal messages in Moto? Do you know?
Oh, I think you just go to like dashboard, and then you can see your friends, and you kind of look there.
But like, if you're not friends with someone and they messaged you,
maybe up the top, like near the settings in the top right.
oh, chat rooms,
there,
buddies. I don't know. Someone messaged me twice, and I don't know how to answer them.
Oh, that's really weird. Unless you go join new, and then
no, because those are join. All right, I'll figure this out later. Sorry, person who messaged me. All right.
Nice.
War Marshal. Let it die. It's fine.
Die, it's fine.
Die, it's fine. I could do this right now. Maybe I should. But then draw. I get a little punished if I draw like a matron.
Nice. I don't like that sound. That is fine. So I want to play a line for the town, so I'll put back this. I'll put back this. Play this. Get a forest. And then we will finally get rid of. I've had this knight in my hand since turn 1.
Oh.
The port, and then the wasteland, and then we're just gonna get rid of this file straight away.
That's really good. That's really good.
Vial on 3 and 4 is just so good.
Yeah. I thought the Vial was just gonna straight up win the game.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what a Tome 1 Vial does, especially in a deck like Goblins, where once you get up to 3 and 4, it's just...
Yeah, it's abusing so much mana.
Yeah.
Well, can't really port anymore.
What's your spiciest fun of that you've ever played in Goblins?
Ooh. That's a good question.
Nice.
That's not very good. Grenzo's pretty spicy.
Grenzo, yeah. Yeah, Grenzo's sick.
I played Smuggler's Copter for a long time.
Okay.
When Deathrite would just make all your creatures on the ground look silly, so it's actually pretty good. It's really good against the Stoneforge decks. Goblin Tumbler. Not play Goblin Tumbler. Ooh, double Wasteland. This is double Wasteland and play a Knight. That's pretty horrifying.
Yeah, I think I want to go after your mana.
Yeah.
I know what's on top for one card. I think I'm happy just because you have that. Just to actually green suns for 1 and get a Noble Hierarch.
Yeah, so with that Vial, I got really, really punished for vialing the pile driver, like I would actually just win this game because I would have, when you went to kill my vial, I would have gotten Chain Whirler with Matron because I did draw a Matron.
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
And yeah, I would have hit for 7 and probably just one from there. So that was really unfortunate for me.
Nice. Yeah, it's rough because there's no real card that I can get that Gavinies my team.
Right.
Like there's no like Lord effect for green and white. Like there is, of course, Gavany Township. There's cards like Angel of Jubilation.
Right.
Like, yeah, I don't think there's enough to warrant something like that rhinoceros creature.
No.
No.
Don't say that.
No, that would be a very spicy fun if I did get that.
Yeah, I think I may have actually putting in the pile driver instead of just waiting to see what I drew may have been just a pretty horrific punt, because I shouldn't value pile driver highly at all, given that Thalia was already in play.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough.
So we got what, 6/6 Knight.
Yeah, I'm not really happy attacking with anything here. I believe you need a red source at the top. I don't think you have another red source in hand.
I don't need a red source. I need a 1-drop, which I have.
Ugh. Ah, for the 9. Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Fortunately, Thalia continues to be moat. Yeah, so if I got into Chain, like, oh man, so punished, because if Chain Whirler and had hit Thalia and Knight of Autumn,
yeah,
I would have.
We would be in sideboarding.
Yeah. So I just want to draw like removal spells for the rest of the game. Oh boy.
I think I just pass. There's no good attacks.
No.
Pile driver is just so good, and Thalia's just keeping it at bay. And I'm not of course, going to trade the Knight for a 1/1 Goblin token.
Yeah.
Whitley Fleege, of course, is actually a pump spell, which
that's playable.
Rizza has put in front. I did play it in the sideboard for a little bit, just because I got sick of him to Turax and Colligan's commands.
Well, we can kill Knight again.
You have 7 guys, so even if I remove one,
yep,
it still dies. I love how fast you're like, yep.
Yeah. Did that math already.
He's done math. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to resolve.
Hand is something. I also don't really have good attacks. So pass it back. Just the plow. Oh, Screw Ranger. God, Chain Whirler.
Go forth, my ranger.
Hey, 2 in the air. It's not nothing.
Yeah, that's fair. It is a 8-9 turn clock. All right, so we're just going to pass back. Still not a great hand, but there it is. That's rough.
Don't have it in hand, though.
At least we get to see if you do. Ooh, not yet.
Oh boy. So I still just pass. Like, could trade the lackeys. Pile driver gets eaten by Thalia. Doesn't seem fantastic. Yeah.
I think I'm actually keen here to use the swords on the pile driver, just because even if you gem palm or get rid of the Thalia next turn, you then have a pretty big threat coming at me.
Yeah.
And it lets me use my mana effectively in my turn,
Right.
so I have to hold it up every turn.
Right. Which could get annoying with the Thalia in play.
Yeah. We can put that back. One top. One top.
Third
Come on, night.
Okay.
Could have attacked with the Scoop Ranger there. To be fair as well, because I know you have the Gem Palm Incinerator, I could have got something like a Tireless Tracker and played around with Scoop Ranger a little bit more with land triggers.
What makes you think I have a Gem Palm Incinerator?
Oh, I thought I saw one revealed from...
No, it was Crater Maker, Trash Master, War Chief.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, they're old ones. Gotcha.
Now I feel like the race is on. So go War Chief. Then play Crater Maker.
Yeah.
So I think I'm still waiting one turn. I don't want to get hit with a Sophie if that's your last card. So I don't want to use the Crater Maker as like a shock.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm like so close to having good attacks, but not quite. At a certain point, I just want to push damage, but yeah, just plow. Kind of figured.
I think it's worth forcing here.
In that case, probably kill the Script Ranger.
Yeah, nice. Especially because even if you like target with Thalia, as an example, if I draw into... Interesting. Did I shuffle? Oh, the green sense, of course. If you hit the Thalia, it turns on my other Thalias that I might draw into.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
That's a nice draw. 2, 4, 5, 6. I need to keep all of these. I can't take 8. Ugh.
The board stall has seriously come to a head.
Put on top. Can I go to 11?
Do you play Mazavith in Maverick?
I don't. I think it's probably correct to play it, but I just hate having a land. I'd never actually call it a land. Like I never have it as a actual. It's more like a non-creature spell.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just hate having it as in my opening. I've been caught too many times where it's been like a land that.
So you found that GTA. That's pretty savage.
Do a whole lot. Yeah, but really, I should have equipped it to the other knight because I don't mind giving that away, and I don't really want to attack with this knight because it is so good on defense as well. So that was a bit of a misplay, but now I kind of just have to get in and get some jit counters going.
Let me just take 7.
Yeah.
I won all my 1/1s.
At least I know you have no sort of active way to, like there's no reason why I should give your creatures Nick 1 on my turn.
Above a Script Prospector. Well, now this kind of forces the issue.
Trap. Yeah, so I think we just go after... I mean, it's got to be the lackeys. They're really I want to deal with 2 creatures. I don't want to deal with just 1. So I'm pretty happy here just going lackey. Especially because I can't deal with the Trash Master itself just through 2 counters.
Oh, here's the question: are you dead?
So if I block the 2 on the end, I take 2, 8, 2, 5, 7, 6. I take 13 if I block 2 big 3s.
Close. We can still get in for a lot of damage here. I gotta leave something back. This will leave a War Chief back. So you block 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. If you just if you double block the Trash Master, then you take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so you can't just do that. Wait, hold on. If I attack with everything, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. No, that's lethal. You take 16, I think.
Yeah, it's lethal because I can only block 2 3/3s.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
That was a grind.
That was a good game.
Yeah, that was. Now to the sideboard.
Which sideboarding seems to favor me. Like I feel kind of lucky to have gotten game 1.
Yeah, which is interesting because I feel a lot safer post sideboard.
Getting to jump on 2 knights was like huge. I do think you should have used the GTA immediately to kill the War Chief.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Because you knew I had Trash Master in hand. And so
yeah, very true.
The discount and the cost reduction let me play both War Marshal and Trash Master that turn.
Yeah, okay, wow. I actually, as like a player against Goblins, I don't think I give... is it War Chief?
Yeah.
Yeah, enough credit. I always leave it.
War Chief is like one of my best cards.
Yeah.
In these kinds of matchups in a lot of ways because I'm like if you've noticed like the vast majority of time I'm stuck on mana and I have cards in hand.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, if nothing else, this testing has shown me that me being 0-5 in leagues against Maverick is not just the matchup's horrendous.
Yeah, definitely. There's definitely a lot of back and forth. It's definitely, I wouldn't say one-sided, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Let's look at this hand. I'm happy with this.
Sounds like all clunk, so I'm gonna mulligan. This sounds pretty good. Kind of want that.
Let's just go basic first. Higher pass.
Okay. So, something I don't really want to do, but I think the mana is a big deal, so...
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. Okay, it's not bad. Like, I'd much rather play a turn 1 vial than a turn 2 vial, but...
Yeah, it's fair. No, taking me off white was huge there. Ooh, there we go. That's
Ah.
oh. Hmm. I think this is just better.
Well, yeah, we're just gonna do this right now.
Yeah, nice.
It's a 2-for-1, but it's a 2-for-1 I'll take. Bummer. Is it worth it to get a Mock Fanatic to kill the Knight Bottom? Probably not. Yeah, probably not. So I don't want to like just draw a Mock Fanatic for my turn.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like you already have enough X1s as well to just kind of do the job.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, like Knight isn't particularly relevant as a combatant.
Yeah, at least this one.
Yeah, right.
War Chief, nice.
Double Wasteland to become the battle is pretty savage. Ooh, and a Stoneforge.
I feel like against you, I just want Jide first up because you just usually have so many blockers that it's nice to just kind of clean the board up instead of just try to get in for straight damage.
Yep. Yikes. I need something good here. That's not good. Haven't been able to make you stumble, so.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
The curve out's been pretty strong. You had one turn where you didn't do anything, but. I guess it would be fair to say that, yeah, this game's pretty over now. If that Stronghold was a port, that'd probably be in a lot better shape for this match.
Yeah, definitely.
So it kept you off the night. a little late. All right, let's scoop. I have a Trash Master stuck in my hand since he kept
rough.
Since he kept killing my stuff. All right.
Yeah, I had a path for the War Chief, but I was like, doesn't really do
No.
what I want, especially when you're not really playing more than one creature a turn.
Right.
Pretty happy to send back the same deck.
I wonder if Sting Scourger's better than Lackey on the play, just as like a tempo thing. Sure.
Birds, Two Nobles, Mum, Jit, Green Sun's Wasteland. That is going down to 6. This hand's okay. This hand's... It's always rough with Cradle in the opening as a land drop because you can't really get creatures down without Cradle, and you can't really get Cradle without creatures. I think going down to 5 against you is really rough.
Yeah.
We do have this as well to kind of get back once we have a few of these in the bin, so I'll keep this. Let's go to the bottom.
My hand's not fantastic by any stretch, but it has some things.
How dare you? How dare you, Scourge? I think I'm just going to play it safe and get a Plains.
Okay.
And play a Mum.
Okay. Okay.
What's your local scene like?
Don't have one, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, just play online.
Which
now.
area?
I'm in like
Which
the
area?
middle. I'm in the middle of Pennsylvania. There's not
Okay.
really any legacy around me.
No tribal vampires? I know that's Transylvania, but I thought the joke would carry on to Pennsylvania. Yeah, not really. That's cool.
It's fine. It's fine.
Have you ever been to a Eternal Weekend or a Legacy GP?
I played a Bazaar Moxon.
That's cool.
In Paris. That was actually my first like big legacy event.
Cool.
Which is pretty cool. That's when I met like a bunch of the Goblins community. We all met up. That was really exciting, actually.
Oh, can I? Yes.
Don't have a plow. Don't plow.
I got to.
No, man. Why you gotta be so rude?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I actually just finished building Maverick myself. Oh, very cool. Did you go for the black splash, red splash? Actually, punishing Maverick seems really strong against Goblins.
The mana's a lot worse.
Yes,
So
I feel like you're
if I'm
definitely
playing
more
like
susceptible
if I'm
to
playing
it.
the 4-port builds, it's actually not that bad.
Okay. Interesting. Black blue splash for Leovold, nice. See, Leovold's nice because in the sideboard you can run Fluster Storms and then draw every time you get a storm trigger. I did play Leo once with a few Trops in the deck.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of sad. Yeah, it's kind of sad that since Death Ride's gone, Leo really hasn't found much of a shell.
Yeah.
It's kind of dropped off.
I'm just thinking if I want to use this mana to activate Critter Maker.
Ah, interesting. Okay.
That's really what I'm sitting here over.
Yeah.
So
It does turn on Pyrokinesis pretty well. Except the toughness of my creatures is a little bit
Yeah.
skew with pyrokinesis. It does mean that later on in the game you might be able to get the sharpshooter back if you sack it with Stronghold.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking as well. It's just a matter of mana efficiency is like what's making this weird. I think I'll go after.
I think the only downside is that if I draw into Skoos, it gives me something to target.
Right.
To stay above 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just go after Mom.
How dare you? She's my mother. Have some decency.
Yeah, that's fine.
Prevent.
You sure? You're not going to go with a different color?
No, thank you. Hey, now we get attacks, which is pretty cool. Just one attack, I guess, for 1. It all adds up.
It all adds up.
Yep.
I feel like if I die in this match, I die by a lot. Generally, not by tiny margins.
Yeah, okay.
Well, then I can do that right now, so it's not a difference in waiting.
At least you get your 4th mana. That's a good start.
So this is like a really weird situation. It's like these like 2 turns have been very strange. Oh,
Leovold seems really good against Burn and Delver.
Yeah, Leovold's pretty strong there. Maybe Marcella? That's what I'm deciding. So is it this, or this, play this?
I want to meet this Marcel guy.
Oh, yeah, Marcelo's great. He really does a lot for the Goblins community.
Oh, that's awesome. Another, obviously, Goblins player.
Yeah.
Very cool. See you guys stream in packs.
We kind of do.
Yeah. Who's the ringleader? Hey.
Hey.
I'll let you think.
Sorry, this is like a hard
not
tank.
At all. Yeah, for sure. No, that's Goblins in a nutshell sometimes.
I don't think I'm betting on this. I think I'm betting on this. Ugh. 1, 2, not quite. All right. I'll make a choice at this point. Don't know what's right. Could go with this. Nah. We're just gonna.
Yeah, nice.
So the decision was really play Krenko, pitch Matron, or pitch Krenko, play Matron for Ringleader. It's like really tough.
Yeah, definitely. That does a lot because it even turns off Cradle so much.
Yeah.
Ooh. Guess we can.
Okay, the elves, the classic elves trick.
It's kind of free, so I thought I might as well.
Mm.
And it does give me an extra mana later on. The elves trick. I can't stand playing against elves. We have a pretty good set of players in Brisbane that play elves.
All right. This better be a good ringleader. I'll feel real dumb. Okay.
Yeah, nice.
It's acceptable. All right, that cradle has to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, glad I went with the ringleader, because Krenko would have gotten bounced. Because you just get Crocus.
This is tough, because I really want to wasteland you, but I want to keep the knight open.
Yeah.
And I also have, of course, equipment from the Stoneforge that I can put in. But if I put it on the board, it's so much more susceptible.
Hey, yeah, you played your Avatar. Yeah. No Sharkdo Crabs over here, though, unfortunately. Oh, so you have both equipment. Okay. So, set this. Play War Marshal. Sack War Marshal. Play Lackey.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, that's a big reason why you don't play at sorcery speed.
Yes! Oh my god. I might actually be in this now. My sharpshooter's dead. I think I might have lethal if I had a sharpshooter in my deck. Sacking and killing stuff. As is, I just play Crater Maker.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty safe. God, War Chief Prospector's so good. Current takeaways from the matchup? It's hard to
I
say.
think even if I block you, I still die, I think.
Even though they play loads of lands and dorks, their mana sucks. Yeah, that's like kind of true. Get unwasteful land. Matron. Not sure what I'm matroning for yet. Are you dead to Siege Gang Commander?
What if you just get the Chieftain?
I don't play Chieftain in this list.
Okay, that's why. Okay.
If I get Siege Gang, I have to sack 2 dudes. I think Siege Gang's lethal. Chain Whirler puts you on 1 mana. That's true. Just wait, does Chain Whirler just straight up win?
Chain Whirler doesn't stop any of my blockers. Deals 1 to me, putting me to 8.
Attacks for 3. I would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 attackers.
I think that Goblin. What's the 5-drop?
Siege King Commander. I think that's lethal.
Yeah, it is, because if I block 3 2/2s, I still take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right now. So you'd need to deal me 3 more damage, which is definitely more than fine. I guess you had a second creature, but that should still be fine. Yeah. So if I block 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So that's 9, right?
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Wow. That was.
Was that it?
That was that was the last match. That was the last game.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Wow. GG's, man.
Yeah. No, that was sick. That was very cool. There was definitely a taking out the cradle was huge, because I couldn't play an equipment and swing in the same turn.
Yeah.
But I think maybe I could have definitely played differently there and played at instant speed with my abilities and not wasted landed you. Just to hold back the Stoneforge and the Knight, and then also end step put in an equipment. Even though you had the Raider Maker, it just keeps some blockers back.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was sweet. That was one-sided games.
Credit. I think this matchup is like Skirk Prospector was like insane. MVP for
really
Prospector.
Good. It was literally like your cradle.
Yeah, it was my cradle. Skirk Prospector made like probably 6 mana this game, and then if I was going to use Siege King Commander, I could have sacked my whole board to just win after combat.
Yo,
we got a sub here.
Especially with Milk Fanatic.
Uber Pandao, thank you for the sub with the Twitch Prime. Really appreciate it.
Hey, that's right.
And Olaf with the cheer. And we also got a follow. Daniel, thanks for the follow. Yeah, wow, that like, I feel like that match could be looked at, and a lot of different lines could have been taken.
Yeah, definitely.
So many decisions.
Yeah, because I had a Knight of Autumn in hand as well, but it didn't seem that great. I didn't really just want to gain 4 life or make a 4/3, but maybe that was.
I mean, even if you had gained 4 life, I could have just not attacked with Siege Gang Commander and then sacked all my stuff after damage. Just not attack with Siege Gang and Prospector.
Yeah, no, definitely. I've definitely seen some Maverick lists that run the Dark Depths combo in them, which I'm assuming against Goblins outside of Wasteland and Port is pretty good.
Yeah,
especially with
if I'm not main decking Instant Stranger. If I saw the Depths combo, then I would obviously bring it in. But
Again, I just don't like I love having just the Wastelands. So I play 3 Wasteland, 1 Ghost Quarter just because of Ramanap and the ability to get it back against something like Miracles that isn't that Wasteland.
Yeah. Ramanap seems really good against, like, Ramanap Dark Depths seems really good against Miracles.
Yeah, for sure. There is. Have you seen that the Junk Plug? Sylvan
Plug? I have seen it.
That deck looks sick. Looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. I have never played against it, so I have no idea what it's like. I feel like half their deck is like impossible for me to beat, and then half their deck doesn't matter because they're playing like the block pieces that Goblins doesn't care about. Yeah,
definitely. Like, it's playing like 3 main deck Obstinate Baloth.
You're right.
Like, just hilarious. Like,
I mean, there's a lot of Himtatorox in the format, so I imagine that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and K Command. And...
K Command. Oh, yeah, because you just get to choose.
Which is very cool.
That is very cool. I know they play Volrath Stronghold as well, which I'm a big fan of.
Yes. Yeah, it's a sweet card. And actually, it's not... Yes, no, it is reserve list. I was thinking of Phyrexian Tower.
Unfortunately, it is reserve list. I think Tower is as well. Oh, no, they just reprinted Tower, didn't they?
Yeah, just reprinted it. Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Olaf makes a point for you with Knight of Autumn. If you can't snag Vial, making it 4/3 is almost always better than gaining 4 life, which I'd agree with.
Yeah, definitely, because I think over time, just because of the wall you're putting up, you actually are most likely getting more than 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is very cool. Especially like if you keep a 2/2 from attacking twice, you've done it, and you have a 4/4 now. You have a 4/3 now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that,
no, those games were really fun.
Yeah, they were really fun. Very close. I think. What's our final records at? So in the initial games, we were 2-2. I think. I think
it definitely sends you over the top.
Yeah, I think I'm evidently at least slightly favored. Postboard seems to get better, which kind of surprises me. But I guess
I didn't get to cast Azealous. I mean,
you did not. You did not get to Persecution me.
Where is this?
Pyrokinesis is really good, obviously. Like killing Mom and Excavator was like pretty essential for me to actually win that game.
Yeah, attacking my mana was really relevant, especially because a lot of the time I'm using my Wastelands because I'm getting ahead on mana with Mana Dorks, but then you get to a stage where you can start killing off my Mana Dorks and leaving me with just a few sort of chump change jewels and basics that I can't really unload my hand through.
Right. Like the situation I want to get you in is either you can't cast anything or you have like a knight, but you can't effectively use it because you don't have the supporting elements, and I have either a vial or a bunch of basic lands, and that lets me still operate.
Definitely.
Yeah, so this has been a lot of fun. I think probably any final thoughts you think we would close it
up? Definitely a lot of game between the decks. A lot closer than I thought it was going to be as well, which is very cool.
Yeah, a lot of the games are kind of balanced on a knife.
Yeah, which is cool because I think both decks have a main phase one of how much can I actually add to the board this turn, which is very cool. Because in a lot of legacy decks, you kind of have to worry about what your opponent is doing too much, that you don't get to really just take on board how much you actually can achieve by tapping out and playing a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
But
I think a lot of it has
to
the mana game. Who has mana advantage over the other person, and then the board control element of. I feel like interesting. It's interesting to think like who's the beatdown. And I think you are.
Yeah. I think so. Especially if you play like an early vial, like you're going to really start taking over the game once it's up to 3 or 4. So I need to get those crucial damage points in early, which I really didn't a lot of the time.
You had a hard time attacking early for sure because you're playing all like the dorks and moms that aren't actually killing me.
Yeah, exactly, and not having too much access to. Being able to sort of play a Stoneforge, get a sword, and then next turn like attack and swing is more like a turn by turn. Maybe play a threat between that, and then try to swing the following turn. But
hey, Ben Gritsky, thank you for following. Yeah, this was a great time. We should do it again sometime.
Yeah, definitely, that'd be sweet. I might even come back with Death and Taxes. And
yeah. The Trash Master kind of blows that wide open.
Yeah, which is the big revoker target.
Yeah,
but Gem Palm is also a great revoker target.
Yeah, Gem Palm. I've gotten got by revoker on Gem Palm before, but I think like now with Goblins, we have so many revoker targets. Like you want a revoker Vial, you want a revoker Gem Palm, you want a revoker Crater Maker, you want a revoker Trash Master.
And then it's just another X1 for Chain Whirler
to clean up on.
Yeah, which is pretty rough.
Yeah, Chain Whirler is just so insane.
It is. It's insane, especially if you do it post combat, where I think I can like block a 1/1 with Stoneforge Mystic or something.
Yeah, I did that a lot during the Death Rate era. I was like, just attack with Golem Matron. They have a Death Rate. They'd be like, block. I'm like, okay, post combat, Chain Whirler you. And they'd be like, oh, I traded my Death Rite for a Matron.
Yeah, just not worth it.
Not worth it at all.
Nice. Cool.
All right. Well, you got to get some rest, Rand. It's really late for you.
Yeah, 3:15.
Nice. And
worth every second.
Worth every second. I got to eat some lunch. I'm starving.
Nice. All right. Thank you again.
Yeah.
Cheers to your viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you to the guys that came to my chat. I'll speak to you on Discord, tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Or today.
Yeah.
Later in the day.
All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Cheers.